Mouse in Congress. What is going on? Yes, that is right, guys. Mousy is in Congress. She's cooking. She's cooking. Chat hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the Vtuber Review. It's time to talk about Vtuber crap and things going on. Oh my goodness. Now, we have had a crazy past couple of weeks, guys. And I gotta tell you, at least today, it's pretty low on the drama and let's fucking go. Finally, a day of mostly good things, chat. Mostly good things. Happy May the 4th to you. May the 4th be with you. And welcome to Subathon, a 162. My God, 11 hours left on the timer, chat. We're getting there. As we jinx it live in 4K. You know what? It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Oh wait, it says about Vice news. Oh, I hope not. I hope there's not anything else to talk about the Vice stuff, please. Oh my God, I'm so over that. No. Mousy is actually Mousy yourself, Ironmouse, has visited Congress. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later today. All kinds of stuff. You know, I wasn't able to catch up on a lot of things because Wednesday had a really big interview about the candle stuff, and on top of that, I was only able to cover some Cinder stuff. So we were going to talk about a lot of things going on with HoloLive. We're going to talk about little things going on with V Shoujo. Tons of indie news, tons of things going outside of those. And a little bit of a Cinder update. I'm sorry, guys. I got to give you the updates on Cinder. I know we're all tired about it, but yeah, we got to talk about it. There's some things that have continued to come out since all that has happened.
I have the high ground.
Oh, fuck. No. Star comment, thank you so much for the tier 3 Bobby. That is absolutely insane. Thank you so much for 32 months of tier 3. That is literally nutty. Thank you so much. We're so close to being past it. Well, there's gonna be more that comes up, right? More people are gonna want to talk about it. More people are gonna speak their mind about it. Cinder fucked a lot of other people over. Exactly, that's the thing, Splinky. There's a lot of people that want to talk about what's up, noob, how are you? A lot of people that want to share their thoughts and opinions about everything. So we will certainly dive into all of it and discuss today. But how are you guys? What's up? Guys, I'm so sorry about yesterday. Holy shit, the Pokemon thing made me so mad. I'm so sorry, guys. That was really that was really fucking lame. I don't have any other words for it. It was just lame, but I did it at the time to the timer from that. Thank you guys again. But yeah, I'm just like, what the heck, man? Like, really, everything was working against me. I could not win that one. The scuff was absolutely real that day. Yeah, we're going to talk about that petition, too. Like, oh my God. Yes, a petition to give Gura her model back. Yeah, you do realize that girl wants to move on, right? Like, a VTuber lawsuit. We're going to talk about that. That is with a Spanish VTuber company. So, I had that as well, Ninja. We're going to talk about that. Oh my God, we had such a good team. Our team was cooking. We had fucking Bulbasaur, we had Charmander, we had Gloom, we had all the good Pokemon. We were literally going to fucking cook. And then crowd control, it said no. I missed the Poke Crash out. What happened with the Poke Crash out? Besides crowd control not working, our team was fucking cooking, chat. We were going to do so good. Exactly, DJ. But like, these weird people are like, oh, like, signed a petition to have her come back. Like, what are you talking about? Like, she's moving on. She wants to move on. There's so much weight with the model since it was basically the face of an organization. Exactly. Like, they're going to retire it. They're going to put it into a closet. Lock it up. Like, the girl model is not coming out ever again. I think you took a crowd controller than I did. Worse than the first ever Nuzlocke. I've never done a Nuzlocke. Are you talking about Aya's Nuzlocke? Yeah, it hurts. I feel bad for her sometimes. When I be lurking, she'll like, you're like the 8th gym leader, like die or something. I feel so bad. What's up, HoloLive Enjoyer? Oh my God, you must be eating so good. I have so much HoloLive news for you guys today. A lot has happened. And again, there was a lot that I wasn't able to report on. So, I'm the first one to go stream a long time ago. Oh, you're talking about when I did Pokemon. Was it Pokemon Infinite Fusion? Yeah, I think it was Pokemon Infinite Fusion. Oh my God, that was a long time ago. Holy crap, a long time ago. That was like, I think I was streaming for maybe like almost a year and a half or 2 years at that point. That was like halfway through my career right now. That's crazy. What's up, Shadow Dragon? Thank you for the raid. How are you? Good morning. Everybody was saying a certain Pokemon wouldn't be issue in that gym for Aya, and that's a Pokemon Rock Day as shit. Of course, it always works out that way. I know she's been struggling with fucking, yo, thank you for the tier 3. Holy shit, thank you so much. I know Aya was struggling with, the one with the cow. The one that you always say that I look like. I'm like, I'm not the fucking cow. Moo tank or whatever the fuck it is. I know the gym trainer is Whitney. I know that she really hates that. Miltank, that's it. Yeah. Have you seen the new YouTube's plushie Ghost? No, I have not seen that. Are you talking about the band Ghost or? Yeah, literally everybody kept talking about fucking Miltank. I'm like, are you serious? Well, not more of a Stantler, but I would have been Miltank. Guys, are you gonna be sad when my antlers go away? Are you gonna cry? Are you gonna cry when I'm not a deer anymore, chat? I don't know. I hope you're doing okay. Wait, did they? Must be my matination. Let me stay for the Vtuber review because I want to be happy. I completely understand. Hope you're doing well. Well, we'll tell you. This is mostly good news today. Not a lot of bad stuff. Not a lot of bad stuff. Good things all today. So happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. I know a lot of people are celebrating. Even HoloLive did like this crazy like thing with it. It's pretty cool. Can't cry when you aren't a deer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what are we gonna do with all this Sheikah no-go stuff? Yeah, I'm gonna clip my horns. My next model. Well, kinda not. I think everybody's gonna call me a deer anyway, but I'll deal with it. Guys, what the fuck is going on? I'm trying to get a Switch 2. It's impossible. It's impossible. I've signed up for every letter ever, and I can't get one. It's so sad. I can't find one. Must be a deer, Laura. Nothing would change that. Not even if I change my model. I mean, I guess the crown is deer antler like. That was the point. So we're clipping the horns and mounting them on the mod wall. Shit. Well, like, you gotta wait till my next model, okay? I don't even know when that's releasing. Probably like August or September. I don't even know right now. I don't even know right now. Everything is a fucking blur when it comes to everything with some of them.
Thank goodness it's mostly good news for today's stream. Because
Yeah.
I'm really sick of reading these Google Docs every other day.
So true. We had to read like, how many did we have to read for Cinder? We had to read like 7? I think it was 7, right? Well, we're gonna tape 2 switches to get her called the Switch 2. I mean, I have 2 switches. Am I allowed to do that? Can I just like fuse them together? Yo, what's up, Ryan? How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. What's up, kitties? Welcome in, everybody. My name is Alara, the Heavy Metal Elf, and welcome to Subathon Day 162. You know what we're gonna do, chat? We're gonna play the raid video. Thank you so much for being here. Let's roll the raid video. Let's do it, chat. Yes, also Booba. Also Booba. Always. How are you? What's up? How was your stream? What'd you do today? We're just chatting a little bit before we hop into some news, but if this is your first time joining in, welcome in. I hope you're having an incredible day. I am Alara, and today we cover VTuber news or VTuber current events or react to stuff going on in the things going on with VTubing. Words. Yeah, things go on in VTubing. We talk about it. We played some Fortnite, some Repo. Nice. Oh my god, I love Repo so much. It's so much fun. Although I'm more excited, chat, for Night Rain. I'm so excited. Already getting people together for it. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. It'll be funny to read messages, raid Shadow Legends. That would actually be hilarious. Write that down, mods. It's 9:12 a.m. MST. I got a double in hand. I'm ready to go. Very nice. I have my gamer subs and a little bit left over of my Vietnamese coffee. So I'm drinking my Vietnamese coffee right now. But yes, Subathon Day 162. We are currently at 11 hours left. We're trying to get to day 165. If we get to 165, chat, that means that we will be part of the top 10 all time Twitch longest subathons. We are so sick. We are so close. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Although day 169 would be great. 18 days until Universal's Epic Universe Summons. Wait, it's already opened. What's up, Zard? How are you? Thank you for 11 months. Oh, probably like officially, right? Yeah, I thought it like opened up already. We did 365. That's the longest. Nope, not even close. Yeah, not even close. Tequila. Hold on, let me find it. There's somebody that's been going for like 3 years. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was that person that Kai was talking to. Yeah, Emily CC. This was back in February. So at that time, she had already gone 1,186 days in her subathon. Beard Up, Sweaty Pedal, all of them are still ongoing. Yep, that's crazy. Melissa has already risen quite a bit. So the next one, I guess, would be to beat Bunny, which is 246 days. I don't know if we're going to get that far, but so we need to hit day 1,825 to have it. Bro, I'm not going 4 years of fucking streaming subathon. I would die. I would actually die. Okay, so Nier, Nep. I said Nier, even though I read Nier. Nep. I have started watching the Nier Automata anime. I have not finished it, but that's 5 years. Okay, 5 years. How about that? Yeah, I saw that Vexen doing her subathon too. So, look, I'm in it to win it, chat. I just want to get to day 165, and then after that, we can talk about the next goal. But yep, there is a Nier Automata anime. It's basically like it's almost like a recap of the game, but it's kind of cool. So what they do is they have some stuff about the resistance on Earth. They kind of give them a backstory, which is cool. And then they also talk about the alternate endings at the end of every episode. It's really cute. They do it in like a puppet form. It's really cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed the anime so far. It's just like a recap. So if you watched or played the game, I'm sorry, you'll probably like it. It uses a lot of the music, original voice actors and actresses. It's pretty good. I really enjoyed it. So what's up, Rin? How are you? I'll do my best, Christian. I'll do my best. As long as I am still here, I will continue doing my best. I remember the Resistance background was originally a stage play in Japan. Yeah, exactly. It's really cool that they actually did that and gave them like a depth to the kid. No! That was mean. You go for many years of Street Subathon, you give me the Bruno. Who the fuck is that? I don't even know who that is. Only reason I didn't watch it is because of the production delays. Yeah, I do know they got like super delayed, but to be honest, I just recently started watching it. It's pretty good. I do know a lot of people kind of complained about it at the start. I know one person that was like, it's really bad, but I was kind of surprised they said that because the first episode I was like, wait, this doesn't suck? What are you talking about? Maybe they expected something more than like a game recap. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't think it's worth watching unless you play the game. Oh my god, they actually cooked right of it. It's so good. It's so good. Daniel, why are you stop promoting for other people in my fucking chat? What the fuck? Alara, since those are normally post token elves, that mean you're actually a gnome or maybe a I'm an elf. My race of elves are very short. From the stars, or from the stars, we're just very short. I don't know what your problem is. We're just short. Look, some elves are short. Okay, shut up. Bruno was a wrestler from way back. He was a champion for almost 3,000 days. Oh, gotcha. I loved it when John Thunderbolt said, "It's Thunderbolting time," and Thunderbolt all over the place. Oh, and then Winter Soldier was like, you know, he came out, looked at John Thunderbolt, and he was like, "Armed and dangerous!" And then he kept punching it at me. He was like, "Again! That was my favorite part. That was so cool. Yeah, so cool. Y'all know you're an elf. You're a pygmy weird deer. What the fuck? Virgil, save me! Oh my God, Fernando, they put him in front of like a teleprompter. We're like, okay, say these words. And he's like, oh, sure. Okay. Like he had no idea. He had no idea what it meant. He's just like, yeah. Oh, I'm ready for the movie coming out. Sure. Yeah. Armed and dangerous. Again. You want me to say that? Okay. All right. He had no idea, bro. He had like no idea. You should go watch a Go Crazy Deer Lady sometimes an eel. Not an eel. I've been an eel for at least a year and a half. Someone make a mod with the voice lines, please. Oh, they already have. Yeah, they already have. That's so funny. Oh my God, if you voiced the new skin, I would actually start playing Winter Soldier. I'm not even gonna lie. That would be awesome. No, somebody already made a mod for that, Fernando. With the ones that he said. That was really funny. But if you missed this story, I was actually at the movie theater. And while I was in the movie theater, some person screamed mid-movie. He was like, armed and dangerous. I'm like, are you fucking for real? It was the worst. I'm like, bro, please stop. What would be funny is he didn't know the context. He was just dying inside for it. You would think that if he knew the context, he would put a little bit of like something into it. You know what I mean? What's up, Fingoria? How are you? I'm so glad Mi's graduation. She missed back up. Yes, I saw that too, Daniel. We'll talk about everything. So much has happened. I mean, I didn't even get to talk about Mumi's graduation, Gura's graduation, none of that. We didn't even get to talk about Chion's farewell, so I'm a little behind, guys. We're gonna catch up on everything today. I didn't say it was terrible. There's a guy who wouldn't stop yelling shit. I don't want to. Oh my gosh, I hate that so much. I had a really bad experience when I saw Moana 2. Somebody brought not their 5-year-old, not their 3-year-old, their infant into Moana 2. And all they did was cry the entire time. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that type of noise level is really, really bad for babies that are that old. Like, I'm very, very sure that is not a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's not about like I don't like babies. It's the fact that like they're so little. There's no way that can be good for them. I mean, they were little chat. They were like maybe like 6 months or something. They were absolutely an infant. I'm like, why the fuck would you bring them to a movie? Nice boobs. Thanks. I grew them myself. Appreciate that. What's up, Andrew? How are you? Next time, midnight movies instead. Yeah, that's what I do now. I go to later showings. We go every single time to later showings because, like, we just don't want to deal with the children. I want to watch Thunderbolts and screamed armed and dangerous in peace, guys. Maybe grew up to be deaf. I hope not. I hope not. Here's my thing, though. Like, I have a hot take about this, chat. And I'm sorry if you're, like, you're a dad or, your mom or you have kids or something like that. I have a hot take, chat. But I feel like if you can't afford a babysitter to watch your kid, that is inevitably going to ruin the experience for everybody else doing something, then you just shouldn't go out. That's it. Hire a babysitter to watch over your child if you're going to go do something. And if you can't afford that, then don't go out. I'm sorry. I hate to say that, but like, it was your choice to have a child. Sorry. Shouldn't have had a kid if you now have to sacrifice. You have a child. That is on you now. I'm sorry. Yeah, do it another time. Exactly. Like, again, like, I understand. Again, I understand that you want things that you want to go do. I understand that. That's totally fine. What's up, Vera? How are you? May the Ford be with you. I understand that you might want to go do stuff, and that's totally fine. But here's the thing. When you just have a child, you have to make sacrifices in your life. You have to stay home. You might not get to go see things. If you can't hire a babysitter, then you're not going to go the fuck out. It's just how it is. You have to put alarm port. It's not that demon, but it's like, if you have a child, you have to make sacrifices. That's it. Why would I want to take my kid out places and ruin the experience of a movie for everybody else? You know what I mean? That's so mean. That's so wrong. You know, everybody's so selfish these days. They just want to... They don't give a fuck about anybody else, you know. What's up, Tal? How are you? Welcome to Summertime Day 162! I hate when families bring defense on the red-eye flight. I mean, like, I understand that, flying is maybe like a little bit different. Like, you kind of don't have like a choice of that sometimes. But like a movie, like seeing a movie, you absolutely have a fucking choice. You don't have to see that movie. You know what I mean? Flying is and traveling is like different, right? But when it's just like entertainment and stuff like that, come on. Whichever Star Wars movie or anything Star Wars related. Okay, I really like The Mandalorian. And I might have a hot take on this, so please don't attack me. I recently have seen all the Star Wars movies. I really like Star Wars Episode 3. I think that one is actually really good. I like that one. Like, the story with Anakin and Obi-Wan, it's so sad. I really like that one. I mean, the older ones are pretty good, but I like 3. I like 3. I mean, 4, 5, and 6 are like fucking legendary. I know that, but I don't know. I don't really resonate with those movies. I like the third one. Yeah, I like the third one. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith. I guess that's what it's called. Yeah. Now, I've never watched the Clone Wars. Everybody tells me to watch that. It is on my never-ending list of things to watch. I don't doubt I'll ever get to it, but I do need to watch it. Yeah, I like Episode 3. I think it's good. And I also really like Obi-Wan. I watched the Obi-Wan series. That was cool. Especially like Darth Vader came back. He like fought him. That was badass. I have not seen Ahsoka though. I don't know anything about that one. I've heard it's kind of bad though. Yes, I've heard Clone Wars is so good. It's like one of the best ones. Yeah, I know it's best prequel movie. If you love Anakin, you'll love the Clone Wars. Gotcha. Yeah, I've heard Ahsoka's kind of not that great. Episode 4, yeah. I mean, again, those are classics, you know? How can you hate those? 1 and 6 are the only really good Star Wars movies for me. Yeah, okay, I'll say this right now. I will say this so fucking loud. I will say this so loud for everybody in the back. The most recent 3 Star Wars movies fucking suck. They are so bad. I don't care if you like Star Wars. 7, 8, and 9 need to go in the fucking garbage compactor. They're so bad. They're so bad. Especially if somebody's like new to Star Wars and like started watching it and no. So bad. The Mandalorian was goated. Yeah, Mandalorian was actually really good. Boba Fett was just basically Mandalorian 2.0. Like, but it was pretty good. If you like Star Wars Brenda's movies, yeah. I feel like everybody, 7 was fine. I will say this, 7 was fine. Not great. It was fine. But 8 and 9 were so bad. Like, why the fuck is Princess Leia fucking like straight up like video game glitch T-posing through a wall? Like, what is going on? You're the reason one suck. Why? Because Disney Devo playing. Yep. Yeah, 7 was fine. It was just like, it wasn't even that great, but it was okay. I like Rogue One. You know, I'm gonna watch Rogue One. Is that one good? It looks good. People talk about it, how great it is. I still have not seen that one. Speaking of Boba Fett versus Samus. Oh, I need to watch the update on that one. New trilogy were kind of alone on their own merits. If the directors were allowed to play in a connection between the films, it might have been better. Yeah, probably so. What's up, Kitty Power? Thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. Guys, we're so close to tape 165. We're gonna do it, I believe. I'm a believer, chat. I'm a believer. Yeah, Rogue One is actually, oh, it's really good, you say. Okay. Yeah, I need to check it out. It's better than most Star Wars offerings, got you. Rogue One is great. You need to see Rogue One. It's one of the best Star Wars movies. Really? Yeah, I've heard that Andor is actually really good, too. Why is it the Star Wars movies that actually kind of cook? But the rest of them, like the shows, they cook. But then a lot of movies are just really bad. Like, oh my god, I have not watched Solo, the Han Solo prequel. I've not watched that. My friend told me do not watch it. He said it's as bad as the last live action Avatar: The Last Airbender movie. He straight up was like, do not watch it. It's that bad. I'm like, okay, I will not watch it. Finn being the Jedi would have been better than Rey. Yeah, that would have been so much cooler. Yeah, apparently it's really bad. Just want to say thank you for getting us through a rough week. I appreciate it. Of course, Lazy, no problem. I mean, it's been tough. It's been tough for all of us talking about all this stuff with Cinder and just everything going on, guys. I totally get it. It's very taxing on me. Like I said, I had to completely just like ignore the news thread for a while in the Discord. People are talking about news. I'm like, guys, I don't want to talk about news. Like, I need a moment away because holy shit. I wish Finn got more love. They made him right. Like, I feel like Finn would have been. I feel like if Finn was the main character, it would have been better. Honestly, I think that Rey was like fine, but honestly, she kind of felt to me. She felt to me like more of a support role. So, oh, did you watch him? I didn't get to watch him, but all the characters got done dirty. Like even fucking Chewbacca. They were just like, "Oh my God, Chewbacca, we're back!" And then they pretended to pretend he didn't even exist. They just are like, "All right, guys, so Chewbacca's back." Proceed to fucking ignore him. I love Chewbacca. Instead of breaking news, you want to have a news break. Exactly. I needed one. I was just tired, guys, talking about all the drama and stuff, going through my own drama and then like stuff like that. It's draining, guys. It's so fucking draining. Never get the whole cast together for a single scene. Exactly. Like, so dumb. He's just there for fan service. Exactly. They made Chewie fan service. That's so fucked up. Not Chewie. I love him. How could you make him just fan service? I hate it here. There's a Fortnite skin of Chewbacca. Oh my God. Chewbacca's a very important character. More than current Lucas. Well, you know what's crazy? You guys told me this a long time ago and it stayed in my mind. Apparently Chewbacca like punched the moon. Or like he stopped the moon from falling or something like that. Yeah, Foxstar, exactly. I something happened with that. Yo, Scuba Steve, thank you so much for 6 months. I appreciate you, cutie. Thank you so much. And welcome back to Summertime Day 162. Oh God, a sequel trilogy. Isn't it funny whenever there's been a show? It's always doing a prequel or classic trilogy timelines, and never the sequel. Yep. Yeah, you stopped the moon. No, like legitimately, he actually like stopped the moon. Okay, hold on. Let me type it in here. Chewbacca versus the moon. Yeah, apparently like the moon fell and like stopped it. Okay, in Star Wars Legends, here you go. In Star Wars Legends, Chewbacca died on Simpradil when Dubido, the planet's smallest moon, crashed into the world. Moments before his death, Chewbacca had heroically saved the lives of Anakin, the youngest child of Han Solo, and Leia Solo by holding up the moon temporarily. What a Giga Chat! He held up the moon temporarily. What a fucking god. Chewbacca built different. That's in Star Wars Legends. I just read it from the thing. Chewbacca's just like, and just holds it up. What a hero. What a hero. What a god. Rest in peace, Chewbacca. Can we get 50 gifted subs for Chewbacca? The Giants and Majora's Mask sub, basically. Yeah, sure. So hear me out on Moon versus Lara Boo Boo. Wait. Oh, no. Nah, Chewie's going under on that one. I don't even know what Legends is. Is that like a show? He was on Legends in his official story. Oh, gotcha. Okay, non-canon, gotcha.
No, there are 2 Clone Wars series.
Oh, shit. I got a lot to catch up on. All right, guys. If you are ready, everybody do me a favorite, type in news. And let's hop on into it. We're gonna skip around today. I'm gonna do stuff just a little bit differently today. I am gonna actually skip straight to talking about Cinder in the follow-up. Yeah, a little different. So I do want to give you guys a follow-up on Cinder and what's been going on with that chat. So let's go take a look. What the fuck? What the fuck? Breaking news! They got smaller. Congratulations, chat. They got smaller. Yes, I actually made them smaller, chat. You're welcome. Don't you know me? So first up, chat, a little bit of a follow-up to the Cinder situation. Now, guys, if you're not familiar with the Cinder situation, this is a TLDR. Cinder, one of the biggest indie VTubers, was found to actually be trying to gatekeep against what she called her competition, like Bow, Silverveil, Nanolist. She did some really horrible things, manipulate people, and backstab a lot of her friends. She was ultimately called out for this and pretty much just excommunicated from the community. We've not heard from her since. Literally no updates. So here's what I wanted to show you what happened. So first up, chat. I'm sure you're all very familiar with Know Your Meme. Well, guys, Know Your Meme now officially has Cinder on the website. That is right, guys. Cinder is officially part of Know Your Meme, which is crazy. I mean, that is just that's wild to think about, actually. And of course, at the bottom here is an explanation, and then of course, you know, Chad Lily's response. So that is actually fucking nuts to see that this has happened. So Cinder is indeed on Know Your Meme. But guys, I did want to talk about 3 people that had some updates about all this. Yuzu, Vienna, and Tricky. All 3 of them had something to say about what happened with Cinder. So let's go take a look. We're going to check in here with Yuzu first, chat.
How I'm really going to start this stream. So I am a bit nervous, and I don't think... I'm sure a lot of you guys know what happened over the past week, and I
mean, how
don't
could you
wanna
not?
regurgitate, and I don't want to...
Yeah, how could you not?
Don't want to just say everything again, and I don't want to reopen wounds. Like, I will state my feelings, and I will express how I feel and how I am doing.
Yeah, Tricky. I'm going to warn you guys. Tricky's is a rough listen, guys.
Because I feel like
it's a rough listen
to you guys in a way, because she was someone I was very close with. So I will just talk a little bit, but I won't really go into details. I won't like regurgitate. I won't.
Yeah,
like,
I really do like her. It's very like Elden Ring inspired.
Anything. I won't like pile on to
Dark
it.
Souls 3.
I just want to get it out there, just to.
Yeah, it's
just to.
I am very good friends with somebody that is very, very close to, very, very close to Tricky. And, I've spoken with them a little bit, just kind of asked on my thoughts and stuff. And I know Tricky's going through it, guys. I know she's having a rough time.
To rip the Band-Aid off, because I think I owe it as well for myself. Numi, shut the, what is that emote?
Yep. I mean, you're part of that group as well now.
And I think I also owe it to you guys, because
last time chatter, I love that.
Therapeutic for
is that a 7TV? We need to add that.
And I think it can be therapeutic and for you guys. Yep, I can. Yep. So when I do talk about it, I will probably turn off my alerts for a little bit, just so that.
All right, so let's skip ahead.
But I don't know where to start. Okay.
It's a very complex situation, you know?
Just talk about, or there's so much to like, I guess, unpack, that right now I'm so mentally exhausted and drained. And the reason why I took a break before was because I was so mentally exhausted and drained that.
It's very rare that this happens to me, chat. But, I think what I was suffering from, after Wednesday was I felt the same way. I was very drained. I was very tired. I was just like, it took me like two whole days of just like trying to rest to put myself back together because I was so tired. And I just realized like I was very much just absolutely drained. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Let me see, Zio. Hold on. I love this. Yes. Okay, I got you. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, I did not like that as well either, Anon. I definitely, yeah, I definitely did not like that from her as well. I did a bit as you, but I do know that she's tried to make things right since then, so I at least acknowledge that, right?
I had a friend come over and visit me, and so that was my main priority for the whole week. And then, you know, this whole other situation came up, and then that also took a toll on me. So it was like one thing after another that just really affected me emotionally, and
that's it's been rough.
And just
we just got so much news back to back, you know, chat.
I feel like
it's just been like killing us.
It couldn't get worse, and then it did, and then it was.
I love that.
I'm still a little fucked up a little bit. I'm not like. Here, let me pause. I'm gonna pause the gonna pause the
I'm
like
gonna skip ahead to a time
alerts.
that I have
No,
marked.
like if everything was just like to get close so that they can use that against you to be better than you, it just hurts, man. And it's like it's very triggering and very like similar to another situation I was in even before VTubing. I've had friendships that were just
Yep.
very toxic, very evil, very
Yep.
malicious. And
I think we all have had those types of relationships. And, you know, I was talking to somebody about this that was outside of the VTuber space. And they were asking me, like, why was this such a big deal, right? Like, people kind of do this all the time. And number one, it's because, of course, Cinder was really, really big. But number two, I feel like it's really poked a nerve with a lot of people. Almost everybody has had to go through something like this, right, chat? Everybody, especially in the VTuber space. The VTuber space is very volatile. I feel like, especially in our space, a lot of people have gone through this publicly, behind the scenes, wherever. So it really just, it really hits a lot. You know what I mean? People do not do this all the time. It's projectional behavior. I don't think this is normal. Unfortunately, Pipsqueak, I have to disagree. Unfortunately, in my experience personally, I've seen this happen so many times. 4 times than you can imagine. It's sad. It sucks. It really, really sucks. But people do treat friendships like this. People use other people. It's very normalized. It's sad. It's sad.
and how could I not have seen the signs? You know, like part of me is like so blinded by
I think
good
that's what it was.
everything
It touched a nerve
how
with so
we
many
felt
people, you know?
safe. We thought we were safe, and everything turned upside down once we find out everything. And what sucks is like you can't help but feel horrible for her. Like even after all she's done, like I still feel horrible for her because I always wanted the best for her.
I think that's what's so rough about it, too, chat, because, like, even when I think about her right now, like, wherever she is out there in the world, I don't wish any harm on her, right? What she did was horrible, and there should be repercussions, and there are repercussions, but, like, at the same time, I feel like she just needs to go get help and understand why this is problematic, you know, fix your behavior. You know, like, I want her to get better, but, you know, Yuzu's exactly right. Like, it sucks because it's somebody that you do care about, you do love. It's rough. It's rough.
I always wanted the best for everyone, but that wasn't the case the other way around, you know? Like, I've never wanted to step over anyone. I've never wanted to one-up anyone. I've never wanted to use anyone as a stepping stone. And I never thought it could have happened to us because we were so close. And the reason why I was so hesitant on making friends in the VTubing community is exactly this reason. Because I didn't want anything bad to happen to us.
It's true. It sucks, chat. And you know, I agree, MetaHuman. I see that quite often. People are like, "Oh yeah, well, you know, well, I did see the signs and stuff like that." But the thing is like, you're never gonna see the signs. You know what I mean? This person was so good at doing this, right? It's just you're not gonna see the signs when people are that way. You know, you can only see it so well. Yeah, hindsight is 20/20. So, Yuzu, of course, sharing some of her thoughts. Let's go take a look at what Vienna had to say about everything, chat.
Hey guys. Yeah, sorry if you missed the pin. Please don't sub. I wouldn't be able to stream for a while because my my CPU died, so like I can't even use my model where it will crash. Games crash and stuff. Got all the parts in. I have one that I'm getting tomorrow, so I can't actually stream right now. So I thought I would just do something quick and get it over with now. And
Yeah,
then
her computer dying all the time sucks too.
About it in the future.
I feel so bad for her.
A reason why I I originally wasn't really gonna say anything live is because I have this issue where I feel like I never really have the right words like in my head to say when something happens so close to me. Like
It's kind of hard because, like, what are you supposed to say? You know what I mean? Yeah, you're good. Um, like, what are you supposed to say? You know, chat. Like, it's kind of all said, and especially when the document and everybody's public outcry and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, what do you say?
if someone needs like an essay written or they need help editing something, I can help so much. Like that's no problem. Like when it's separated from me, I find it so easy to look objectively at something and try to help.
Yep.
But when it comes to my own feelings, it's really hard. I feel like I ask my brain for like an output and I get no answer. So I
Yeah,
just
she
wanted
just
to
needs her
say, if
CPU
I don't say
updated.
things right here, this is the last chance I'm giving it. I'm really sorry if I don't word things well. I'm not sure if there's anything I could have done, but I felt so clueless. And like my number one priority is supporting my friends and the people I care about, and everyone knows that. And so I feel really stupid.
Yeah, America, I can't
that
imagine.
I had no
Not
clue.
imagine.
Obviously I've been going through like a lot personally myself, and so I like to think that's why, but yeah, I feel terrible that I had no clue. Yeah, I just like to assume everyone's really busy and I want to give people space, and so if I don't hear from people, I just try to assume everything's all right.
That's another thing that really hurts. Is like you almost want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but the more people are quiet, sometimes the more, unfortunately, like it's not that they're just busy. You know what I mean?
Obviously that's not always
I'm
the
gonna skip
answer.
ahead to the timestamp
Also,
by Mark.
emotion, like it feels like a really bad dream that like you like want to wake up from. I I got a lot of hate for like not being angry enough in my posts when
That's so dumb. Yeah, so what I want to point out is, people are like, oh, like, how can you be angry, Vian? And like, in her post, she basically was just like, she was a little upset, but she was like, she wanted the best for Cinder, right? She was just like, hey, like, I want you to get better and stuff like that and do what you got to do. Like, everybody processes in different ways. So, like, I think the one thing to point out is, like, Cinder did the wrong thing, right? We all know that. Very clear cut. However, what I want to point out is that, we shouldn't be wishing death or anything horrible upon her, right, chat? The best thing that you can do is say, hey, you need to be more accountable for your actions. You need to go get help. And that's it.
I don't think people understand how hard this was for everybody. And we're all our own people and process things differently.
Yep.
Sorry. Another thing is I drank
Yep.
milk and
People were getting on my case on Twitter about the Kier stuff. They were like, how could you not react to what Kier said, in a certain way? And I'm like, bro, this is the first time I've heard her say these types of things. Like, I didn't even know how to react. I was shocked, right? So like, everybody processes stuff differently, right? Like, you can't put that pressure on somebody to react a certain way, right? Like, all you can do is base them off of their actions afterwards. So like, I really hate that. I think it's really unfair to put people into a box and say, oh my God, you have to react a certain way. Like that's really not fair, guys.
and I have like a slight allergy to milk and it fucks my throat up and I shouldn't have done that. But sorry. I'm gonna say it's that. I have so much love for my friends and like everyone that was affected. Like Bao is my number one. Like she was there from my birth as a
Yep.
VTuber, like she's always been there for me. She brought everyone together. She's the reason I have any of these friends to begin with. So like, yeah, Bao's my
I think that's the final part I wanted to point out, at least in this video chat. It's very important for you all to understand the fact that why going after Bao was such a big deal. And I didn't understand this until recently. I mean, like, obviously going after anybody is a bad thing, right? But going after Bao specifically, Bao is the glue of a lot of friendships within the VTuber space, especially some of these higher up VTubers, Vienna, Bao, Fillion, Tricky, like some of these bigger VTubers, right? They all come from a friend group, right? And Bao is the glue of that friend group, right? And that makes a lot of sense because Bao is, really fantastic, a wonderful person behind the scenes as well. You kind of see this happen, right, Chad? And you're like, that makes a lot more sense why this affects everybody so much, because once you go after Bao, you go after everybody, right? It's like, here's the best example I can give you, chat. It's like if somebody came out with a document and said, hey, Ironmouse is an awful person. Like, going after Mousy is like, if you attack Mousy, you attack like 95% of VTubers. You know what I mean? Like, so many people are going to have a big problem with it. So many people are going to be outspoken about it. You know what I mean? But that's the only equivalent I can try to give you. I got a question. Do you think I'm an asshole for wanting to stick with Cinder? Like, it's on Discord what she did was shitty, but genuinely hope she learns from this. Also feel like this is one of those situations here. Everybody's wrong. Like, seriously, none of you tried to go to her. So here's the thing, Shanive. I think intention is very important within any conversation that we have. So I'll give you an example. If I report on a news story and I use this news story to defame somebody and attack them and go after them, right? My intention is not good, right? But my intention is a little different, right? If my intention is to highlight a story so that way people know about it and speak objectively, my intention is good, right? But I think that you have to understand what was Cinder's intention, right? And I think after everything that we've looked at, after all that we've dived into, I believe truly and honestly from the bottom of my heart, I think that Cinder is in the wrong. I think that her intention was bad. As Pipsqueak pointed out, she harmed people's wallet. She financially hurt people. And those are just things that you can't come back from. Like, it's one thing to go after somebody on a personal level, right? You have a disagreement with them. You don't agree with their opinions. That can be resolved, right? But once you hurt somebody in their wallet, where they make money, they're full-time content creators. I don't believe that her intentions were ever good. And on top of that, for you to do that to somebody, for me, that's a no-go. I'm done with you. You know what I mean? I don't think that everybody is wrong in this situation. I don't see how that could be possible. Because here's the thing. I see that argument a lot. People say, why didn't they just go to her? You know what I mean? You cannot go to somebody in a situation like this. They've already been manipulated multiple times. They've already been talking shit behind your back. Number one, they don't owe you that. They don't owe to go and talk to you about it when it gets to that point. But number two, it's a situation where they had to go public with it because going behind the scenes would not resolve it in any way, shape, or form. And I truly will stick to my guns 100%. Cinder got canceled and she deserved it for what she did. And I don't believe that she has any course of redemption right now. I think she needs to go away for a long time. And then she can try to come back in like a year or two. I don't think you're an asshole for believing that, because I do think a lot of people think the same thing, right? They just want to support their Oshi. But here's the thing that's so important, guys. You have to listen to what I'm about to tell you.
My number one.
You have to hold people accountable, even if they are your Oshi. You have to hold people accountable. I don't care who they are. I don't care if they're fucking Mickey Mouse. I don't care if they're Cinder, whoever. You have to hold them accountable. I get your opinion, but I disagree. Here's the thing, though, Nev. I want you to think about this. You cannot disagree with facts. Because she did do things to them that hurt them financially, that hurt them personally. Those are facts. You can't disagree with that. Now, only you can decide on your moral compass if you're okay supporting somebody like that in the future. For me, that's a no-go. I think Cinder should go to a non-social media job. I mean, I think she just needs to step away and learn from her actions, right? That's it. That's all she needs to do. So anyway, guys, let's go take a look at what Tricky had to say. Guys, I'm going to warn you. This one is pretty emotional, okay? So just a heads up, all right? Yeah, they are. They're a public figure. Like, we You have to hold people accountable. Have to hold people accountable, you know? Therapy would be good. Look, I think therapy would be good for everybody. Let's be honest, Emperor. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Yeah, I feel like it'd be good for everybody. I won't lie, Laura, when the news came out, I was furious to some of my friends that knew her were affected. I wanted to go to her after, but I chose to be there for my friends and comfort them. Exactly. Yeah, everybody would benefit from some therapy. I think that we really all would. We all have problems, right? Even if they're small. But guys, just a warning here, tricky stuff is pretty heavy, okay?
I feel like none of my models convey what I feel right now, so I'm just like, I don't... I'm overthinking everything, so I'm sorry.
Again, like you're creating this unnecessary rivalry with your friends. That's not what it is. We're supposed to uplift each other, guys. Like Yomi, Chunky, Osil, Ricky, like all of my really close friends, right? Kohi. I only want to uplift them. I don't want to see them as my competition. They're not. In fact, guys, we're all in different areas even, you know what I mean? Like, how are we competition? We're all doing separate things, you know what I mean? Like, that's such a negative way to look at the world, too. Like, I do completely separate stuff than 99% of VTubers, you know? I'm not a variety gaming streamer. Like, I do news. I do really different stuff. There's hardly, like, anybody I would even look at and be like, oh, this is my competition, because they're not. Yeah, Cinder, remember, Cinder and Tricky were part of a music group as well. So they were very close.
This will be a very, very short stream. I just wanted to go over
Yeah,
some
she
stuff.
wasn't on
screen
much.
I'm already really fucked up. So I'm gonna try my best to, get what I need to say out so we can heal and move on and stuff. So
I want to show you this, guys, because, like, I want you to, when I'm on Twitter, and this is Twitter, right? So take this with a grain of salt, but when I'm on Twitter, I don't think that people understand the actual scope of the damage that is done here, chat. I don't think that people get that. And I want you to understand, because I want you to hear from people that were close to her that do feel this directly, right? And I hope that it will help you understand what is going on. Have people come out and defended Cinder? There's been one person I've seen going around trying to do that. I have seen one person try to defend Table Trade. Now Table Trade, they're very, very small. So, I don't think their words really carry a lot of weight, but, yeah, I have seen it. At least from one person.
the way that, like, before I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna cry. I cried too much already. That's fine. So I was waiting to stream so I could hopefully get, like, everything out before so I can talk normally. But apparently there's more, so that's lovely.
The situation feels like it just keeps on giving, chat. Like, more just keeps coming out. Yeah, I had to skip the buff up stuff.
Annoyed.
That hurt. Only showed the start of it. Dude, the Kingdom Hearts music is fucking killing me right now.
You're too much. Fuck off. Stupid music. But I don't want to turn off music because if it's silent, my brain will spiral more. So I'm just gonna turn it down.
I told
so
you guys, it's hard.
In the background
It's a
so
hard
my brain
listen.
doesn't spiral more than it's already doing. I'll most likely just switch it back to the other screen for now. If like it just
Yeah, I always try to get stuff from
I didn't
from
know
YouTube
what
if
to do
possible.
about this.
I every time I log on Twitch, it always fucks up.
Briefly, so we can heal together and we can leave it in April. After this is over and after I talk about it, I don't want to talk about it.
And I think it's something important to note, chat, and I think a lot of people need to respect that, you know what I mean? Like, we all need to respect their wishes. Like, guys, don't go bother them about it. Don't go to their streams. Hi, Rizzo, I love you. How are you? Rizzo, I'm subathon day 162. Please save me. Please save me, Rizzo. 162. How are you, girl? We have 10 and a half hours left. I can't believe it. Yeah, this one hurt. This was the hardest one to watch.
And I know that a lot of people are mourning, and I'm sorry that you guys are mourning, because we all are, and I understand that this shit sucks really fucking bad. And
House was rough too.
I feel like I lost my home in a way too. Because I had so much trust. And I'm so confused. And we were all blindsided. And I don't understand. I don't get it. I'm angry. I'm sad. And I don't understand why it would even happen. Like, I went on a trip to hang out with my friends about a week ago, and like, she was supposed to be there, but she canceled last minute, and I remember that was the last message I sent was, I'm sorry that you can't make it. We're planning something else so we could just hang out then. So I was hanging out and thinking that everything, like after the last trip that I did last week, that everything was gonna be good and everything was fine and I would be able to hang out with my friends without any shit. And then I was completely blindsided by literally all of it. And I never, ever, ever want to hear my friends cry again. The rest of us have been... I don't think the model's, honestly. I don't want the model. I'm just switching here. I don't want the model up. Honestly, I can't do it. Like, I'm not here to entertain today.
Oh my god, it's hard to listen to her. It's hard to listen to her. I've watched this clip already once and I'm crying again. Yeah, Rue, my heart breaks for all of them. Seriously, it's just like we've all had that, right? We've all had that where we've just been, stabbed in the back like that, and it hurts. It really, really hurts. Yeah, it hurts. I just wanted to talk about this with you guys because I don't. Again, I feel like everybody just doesn't really understand like why this is so important and why it's that big of a deal, and how just I shouldn't wear mascara today. How this isn't just friendships but how it's businesses as well. Again, Tricky was so close to her that this damage is just irreparable. You know what I mean? Like, you just cannot. You can't fix this, chat, So I wanted to talk about this and give you a follow up because, again, I want you to give your support to all of these amazing streamers who've had to deal with this situation, guys. Just please take a moment, give them some support. If they don't want to talk about it, that is up to them. But please just offer your support to them. And I wanted to follow up with you guys about the Cinder situation, even though nothing else has come out. All of our friends and bigger people coming out and speaking about it. I think it's really important to follow up and talk about chat. So, yeah. Oh no, trust me, Noise. I'm keeping my cards close to my chest, as close as I possibly can keep them. Which isn't very close, but I try to keep it very close to my chest right now because it's hard to trust right now. It's hard to trust people. And I said this on stream the other day. I'm not gonna risk my career just because somebody doesn't like me. You know what I mean? But there you go. That's exactly what ended up happening, and it's really sad. So, offer your support to everybody, guys, and that's all I can ask from you. Okay. No, I mean, you can message me anytime you want, Rude. Like, you're different though, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Guys, I do want to mention something to you really quick. Two things really quick before we move on to our news like normal. So, number one, is in nature of people personally. Yeah, just something gets better. Me too. So two things really quick. Number one, so you guys remember how I had to ask Papa Mutt to make a curse model? He agreed. I'm so cooked. He agreed. Oh my god, I'm so fucking cooked. Oh my god. I hate you so much. I'm actually cooked, bro. Insane work. So, there you go, chat. I want to let you know that. I did also want to let you know something that has been coming up. People have been in my DMs, tagging me, trying to blow this up on me. So, there has been a document that was released in a way that I didn't really like, but when the Cinder stuff was going around, there was a Google Doc that was posted about Vampy, Vampykins. I think that you guys know Vampy. She's one of my, close friends. We've been friends for a very, very long time. And somebody made, as the Cinder stuff was going around, they were like, well, here's this document about Vampy. It's not about Cinder, but since this is happening with Cinder, here is this document. So I want to let you know, it is on my radar, guys. I'm waiting. Vampy has a document that she's going to be putting out, but I'm waiting to cover it. I will cover it. I will, as always, be very fair and, try to be objective about it. But I am waiting for her document to release. So, just for the time being, guys, please stop tagging me and DMing me the stuff. I promise I'm on it. I'm not ignoring it. I'm just waiting for her stuff to come out, okay? I want to let you guys know. So two other things really, really quick, guys. We're not going to go through this today, but I did just want to let you know this was going on. So first up, there is this document here that is out. Coming here from Arya Storm says, this is a warning for anybody that's currently interacting with. Mina, stop! Thank you for the 10 gifted subbies. Let's go! Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's go. Everybody tell me to stop Denny's Pog. Pass it on. Thank you so much. Bruh. What do you think? Oh my god. Bro, are you serious? Thank you guys so much for the gifted subbies. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. That's for the crying session. Bro, please, I don't want to cry anymore. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. I promise we will do the wheel spins a little bit later, okay? I got it saved right here. Thank you so much. Very, very much. Shadow Dragon and Man of Stealth. Everybody, make sure you tell them that they're pug and pass it along, please. Yeah, please. So I did want to let you know this document was going around. we're not gonna dive into it today. It is apparently about a VTuber named Imbertail. Bro, are you... Okay, look here. Put down the credit card. Put down the credit card, bro. Put down the credit card. Man, I still thank you so much again for the 2 gifted subbies. Okay, everybody, type POG right now. Everybody type POG. Thank you so much for all the gifted subbies. Minister for 20 and Shadow Dragon for Ken himself. Absolutely fucking insane. Thank you so much. Oh, did you just say Arby's? What? Ban Rusu. I never thought it would happen, chat. We're talking about friends betraying each other, and here comes Rusu with their Arby's. Talk about betrayal. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Oh my god. Good. Go eat the Arby's with her. I'm sure you're really gonna enjoy that fucking dysentery and diarrhea that you have tomorrow. Yeah, have fun with that noise. What's it feel like to shit out your brains? Find out by eating Arby's. We have all the meats. And diarrhea. Enjoy, sure you will. You probably have no taste anyway, noise. What a surprise. Yeah, what a surprise. You're a mod. All you've had is Diet Mountain Dew and fucking dollar burgers from McDonald's. Of course you have no taste. I shit very normally. Thank you very much. Well, you won't after you go to Arby's. How about that? Oh my god. Wait, Noise is in defeat? Mods, ban Noise and Rusu? Definitely same gifting one to Noise. Let me take care of the mods. Let me do that. Thank you so much. I love how Rue's like, wait a second. If I sacrifice Noise, it'll be okay. All right, you know what? You know what, guys? Run the poll, mods. Are you willing to sacrifice Noise to keep Rusu in here? Look, we only need to sacrifice one to the gods of bad taste, all right? We don't have to do both. One is just extra. So you know what? Run the poll, guys. Are you willing to sacrifice Noise instead of Rusu? Only you can decide, chat. Only you can decide. Anyway, here is this document. Go check it out. We're not going to dive into it today. Same with this other document. Again, I'm just telling you these are happening. You can go explore them on your own. Here is the other document here, coming here from Arusi that says, talking about Suki's unprofessional behavior and severely delayed commission queue. Please go check this out on your own. I'm giving you the links. I'm not reviewing them on stream. Don't ask me to. You can go do your own research on that one, okay? All right. Anyway, let's go talk about EBU's graduations, upcoming events, all that good stuff. But first, let's talk about some YouTube issues. First up, chat, we got to talk about, unfortunately, something going on here with Shibi Kanbum. That is right, guys. Shibi saying, I appealed into the training on YouTube, and it still says that I violated the policy. What a surprise. YouTube is upset about ASMR. That's right, guys. We were reviewed. We have confirmed it violates our sex and nudity policy. But it is probably disappointing news, but it's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for literally covering ASMR. It doesn't violate the policy. It's a roleplay stream where I chew gum and ask if like anime and video games and call them weird. YouTube, please have a person actually review the video. I just appealed and got this back so quick. Guys, I did check this morning. There was no follow-up on this yet, so maybe at Team YouTube if you can for Shibi. Let's try to help them. But yeah, it's at Twitch. It's up for YouTube. Speaking of, let's take it here with NASA. Had a little bit of issues from Face Connect. Tweeting out my Twitch account has been suspended. I'm frustrated I can't comment on everybody's streams. This was yesterday, by the way, chat. Just their Twitch just deleted. Bye-bye. No reason. I fucking hate Twitch. No resolution on this one either. So please, of course, give some support to NASA. Hopefully they will get their Twitch account soon. Now, I mean, they do primarily seem to be over on YouTube, but even still, like, that's really annoying. So, also tube, absolutely. So first up, chat, Ruzu is preggers. Oh, no, I mean, sorry, I read that wrong. Pichuri actually is preggers. Hi, everyone. Maury and I have been keeping a little secret, but we're finally ready to share. There's a fruit in the oven. I've been feeling so many emotions, but mostly just shock. Ruzu just looked down and went, what? This is amazing. This is actually good news, chat. I've been feeling so much emotion, but mostly just shock and excitement of dealing with infertility. I had fully convinced myself that it was okay with never carrying a baby. I told myself it didn't make me sad. Honestly, it did. But this was such a beautiful and unsuspected surprise. So, really, really awesome. This art is so cute as well. Yeah, that's so cute. So anyway, they did go on to say that they've added some stuff to their throne. They will be kind of dialing back a little bit on streaming. They are going to still stream, but, you know, they are going to dial back a little bit in the future. So, very, very cute. Congratulations to Pichuri. That is so, so cute. That is so, so cute. Big congrats to them. We do need to talk about 2 graduations, guys. So, get your tissues out. Unfortunately, guys, Lua Suka is graduating. Is with a heavy heart. I'm going to share this all with you today. I'll be graduating on May 30th. When I debuted as part 2 of Gen 2 of Novamore under production Kawaii in November 2021, I never imagined how deeply this journey would shape my life. Since then, I've spent a lot of time reflecting my path forward. As a bird human across in this world through an interdimensional portal, I learned so much about Earth, about people, about dreams, and about myself. Even though this chapter is ending, I hope a small part of you stays with you. A smile, a memory. The same way I'll carry you in my hearts forever. So, good afternoon, Laura, and chat, and whoever Shadow Dragon is. What's up, Subtile? How are you? My final graduation stream will be held May 30th at 1 p.m. JST. And of course, you can leave your graduation message under that hashtag chat. So certainly wish them the best. We also got to go check in here with Wonko Rory. That is right. Rory is also graduating in my activities as VTuber. Please watch my broadcast for details. Thank you so much. For the past 3 years, they've been truly enjoyable. Thank you very much. So, Riko-tan is graduating, chat. Another awesome VTuber leaving our midst. So, Gibbs07's in the chat. Wait, who do we sacrifice? You can't sacrifice Arby's! Or can you? I mean, I'm down. If we can do that, I'm absolutely ready to do that. Oh my god. Guys, let's go talk about some hiatuses coming up. There's quite a bit, unfortunately. First up, chat. Let's take a look here at Shishid, the goat goddess V-singer, who is actually taking a hiatus due to pregnancy as well. Hello, Minkins. I'll be on a definite hiatus from stream starting May 13th. Obi told me that I could give birth already from that date onward. So, PSL released a schedule and tried to my best to stream before the hiatus. And I'll be having my first convention performance this year. And I'll be watching cheer for me. So, lots of good news. Lots of good news going around today, chat. Even though it's a hiatus, it's not like a super bad thing, right? Exactly. Congrats. We also need to talk about Tomo. That is right, guys. I just received a word that a dear friend of mine and mentor in the military is no longer here. This is extremely difficult for me to process. I'll be honest, I'm trying to understand. I'm sorry my words don't come out right. Because of that, guys, Tomo will be taking a bit of a break, a bit of a hiatus, just to kind of get their thoughts together. So I'm going to take some days away from streaming. Please take care of each other and cherish those you have in your life. So, yeah, give some love to Tomo, guys. On top of that, I know Vienna already talked about this, kind of mentioned in the video, but Vienna's PC is cooked. Her CPU is not working properly, so she is on a bit of a hiatus as well. So, wish her some love and support as well. Let's also check in here with V4, with Serena. Serena is also taking a hiatus as well. So thank you so much to all the Serena fans and the V4 community. After careful consideration, in order to support our talent's needs, we must announce Serena's hiatus from regular streaming. Serena will be taking time off from streaming to focus on her mental health. Fans can expect to see some interim content from Serena during this time. So very, very nice. So give them some love. They will be around. Of course, Serena also made their own post talking about this as well. This thing by no means an easy decision, but I know in my heart this will be led to a much longer and brighter future together. So I give Serena some love, and we will see them soon. I'm sorry, guys. I got a lot of hiatuses to talk about. Of course, we also have I have no idea how to pronounce her name, so I'm gonna skip over that part. But a talent from Everflame saying hello, my critters. This isn't time to be sad, but a time to be happy. Time to celebrate all the years we've been together and all the up and downs we shared. I started streaming in 2016. Is it Fairy? Okay. They've actually been making content as of 2026, which will be next year. 10 years as a content creator, chat. That is crazy. 10 years. So they're going on an indefinite hiatus in late July, chat. 10 years as a content creator. So offer them your support, guys. Very deserving of a break. And that starts in late July for them. Yeah. Already got that one. Whoops, misclick. We also got to check in here with Hoku, who also says, hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. After much thought, I've decided to take an indefinite hiatus from my activities as Hoku starting today. However, indefinite hiatus might not be the perfect way to phrase it, because I'm not leaving or disappearing. You can't get rid of me that easily. Instead, they're just streaming less frequently and without a consistent schedule. So more like guerrilla streams. So again, lots of love to them. Hopefully we will see them very soon. We're also gonna check in here with another VTuber going on hiatus. So many here is Umi Boyku, who is also going on hiatus, and I'll be taking a leave of absence from June 28th to August 14th. I'll be back on the 15th to share a belated birthday celebration with you. Taking this hiatus is scary for me. I feel like it's best for me to do so. I've been catching the streams of this hiatus, not a massive shock, since I've talked about wanting to do this for a while for various reasons. So anyway, guys, I'll give Umi all of your support. And finally, just one last hiatus I gotta talk about today, chat. That is my good friend Icy Sylvie. Sylvie is taking a hiatus. It's time to admit I've lost my confidence as a creator, burnt out, and the constant decline got to me. I've been doing this for years now, and the last 2 minutes especially hard, keeping up with the content as well as working full time. If you don't know, Sylvie's had a lot of up and downs with like jobs, so it's been kind of tough for her. So she's been very fatigued. And ultimately she's going to be taking a break until May 18th. I'm going to take off from streaming on my channel. I work on YouTube videos mostly because I never make time to write my script. So I love Sylvie so much. She's so sweet. So give IC Sylvie some love, guys. She is on hiatus until May 18th. So about 2 weeks. Actually, exactly 2 weeks. In other news, guys, we're going to celebrate some partners. So first up, now we get the good news. Everybody celebrate. Here we go. First up, guys, is Chabelle from Idol Encore. Of course, getting that Twitch partnership. Huge congratulations to them. That's amazing. Let's fucking go. Yeah, finally, let's go. Brucey, you're taking a break too? Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I never even got to announce her report on her hiatus, and she came back here. So, like, I had in my stuff to report on, and it already came back. So I'm like, okay. We also get to celebrate, of course, amazing Rivals players, Jay Radiant, who, of course, also got Twitch partner as well. Big congratulations to them. Oh, just because you're moving, right? I didn't know if you've already started that, so I got you. Of course, also we have a new Ovalvam. Says, update, I guess I'll just writing, please. I'm so sexy is all I had to do. And that is right. They, of course, got Twitch partners, so huge congrats to them. We also, of course, have Vtuber Mochi. That is right, Vtuber Mochi. And we hit YouTube partner. And of course, they are from Glitch Stars. So big congrats to them. And one more to celebrate over on the YouTube side, chat. Yeah, lots of partnerships. Is Miura also getting a YouTube partner as well. So claps for all of them. Huge congratulations on reaching all those partnerships. Get a partner, you get a partner. I know, well, okay. I was going to report on a lot of these on Wednesday, but because we got pushed off, it's like double. So you get double today, chat. We also got to talk about Camilla. So let's go take a look here at debuts. Camilla giving us a bit of a teaser here for her debut coming up tomorrow, chat. Let's take a look. Yeah, she's been gone for a while, so I'm glad to see her back. Yeah, looks really cute. Ooh, BGM album, let's fucking go. So this one, chat, is at 2 p.m. Sorry, let me get that back. 2 p.m. PST, all right, guys? So be excited for that one. Looks awesome. Yeah, looks awesome. Another news as well, guys. Sunny just debuted her brand new model. I believe that was, oh no, actually it's later today. I'm so sorry. At 1 p.m. EST, Sunny Explosions, a Witch Queen Descends. Let's take a look. Okay, good. I didn't miss this one. Yeah, this looks awesome. Yeah, it looks so good. Merch! Let's go. Oh my god, merch right now is absolutely nutty. In other news, guys, we have another debut to talk about. A lot of debuts, so please get those calendars out, chat. Of course, we have here Akari Marini's debut, which was on Friday, guys. So I'll go check out Akari in their debut. Super cute model. Yeah, super cute model. We missed that one. That was on Friday. We also have another debut coming here from Ayori. This one is coming up tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So be on the lookout for this one over on their YouTube. Looks very exciting, chat. Of course, we're also going to check in here with Spite. That is right, guys. Spite is debuting her new Vtuber model, brand new Cerber Pup, May 10th at 1 p.m. EST. That's going to be on Saturday, guys. Let's go take a look. This looks awesome. What good timing, too, you know? Like, what good timing. Yeah, this looks sick. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, Spite's been getting the love. I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy for her. She deserves it. Like, I'm glad that something good came out of this situation, you know? So, anyway, guys, on May 10th at 1 p.m. EST, she absolutely deserves it. So, even more for you to write down is Gentle Girlfriend. Her debut is coming up very, very soon. And this one is coming up on May 8th at noon CST. Let's take a look. I think she got 90 on Twitch as well. I'm pretty sure it's 90 on Twitch. Maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm pretty sure it's 90 on Twitch. Is her ASMR nice? I know it's in her name, so I mean, obviously that's her focus. Cute. I like it. Very soft. Very, very soft. So get excited for that one, guys. May 8th at noon. We also have, of course, another debut coming up here from Nini. That is right, guys. Nini, who is, of course, the newest V Fleet talent, says, I've been watching you, darlings. I'm ready to climb my place among the stars in the night sky. Are you ready to join me May 9th at 6 p.m. PST? Let's take a look at their model. Yeah, she's cute. She's supposed to be, what, the stealth fighter? Yeah, I think that's pretty cute. What? 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 What kind of vibes do you think, chat? Booba. Booba. Nothing to tell you about that. Oh, I love that toggle. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. The wings, like, coming out the arms. That's sick. Yeah, that looks really, really cool. So, very much love that. Be on the lookout for that from V Fleet, guys. And finally, I have one more debut I'm going to talk about with you guys before we get over to Ninja Sanji news. And that is, of course, coming for you from Kieran, the Red Panda VTuber, who is doing their debut May 10th at 9 a.m. TST new model announcement. Let's go take a look. This looks cute. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Very cute. Yeah, very cute. I love this trailer. Yeah, super duper cute. Her model looks amazing too. So get excited for that one, chat. Coming up, May 10th. I think that's gonna be what? Friday? Thursday? No, that is Saturday. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. So there you go, chat. Very, very exciting. And they're all of our debuts that we're gonna talk about. So guys, let's talk about Ninja Sanji just for a moment. Again, not much to report going on. Just a little bit of follow-up about Ike. That is right. So Kuro actually was talking about Ike. As you remember, they were friends in a past life, in a different universe. And Kuro had a lot to say about Ike. So here's what he had to say. Ike felt like leaving the internet before he even joined Ninja Sanji. It's not come anything. It's been like that for a while. His life isn't in danger or anything like that. He didn't go on hiatus for reasons that Kuro didn't want to say. But he knows the reason and won't out it. And want Ike to tell people why that is. Kuro's going to check in on him constantly for the next week. Even if he doesn't respond, just to see if he's okay. Deleting the bots is what Ike wanted. Which was done, right? Ike was deleted out of a few of his friends' things, which is what he wanted. Ike opened up to Kuro because Kuro had the same mindset for a while. And he wanted to get his input on things since Kuro almost deleted all of his content too. And he did make a bet with his fans. He doesn't know why didn't tell everybody about leaving. Kuro only knows because he can relate on things that have the same mindset. Kuro suggests he take like a 6-month break. Kuro reassured him that there's no one that he will forget him. Ike wants to go get offline from everything, including Discord, so he might not be replying to anybody for a while. I feel that. Sometimes I wish I could just like put down my phone and just walk away. Ike said he didn't touch guitar in a long time. He wants to again. Kuro and Ike want to meet up IRL soon. Ike didn't want to do a graduation stream, but he put a lot of thought into it. And not doing one, he didn't want to be selfish. He felt like he owed it to his fans. I believe he was happy in the company, but there were some ups and downs. Ultimately, he chose to leave. Kuro will tell Ike that people will still support him and he wants to see Kuro. Will show him people missed him. So, seems like they had a good talk. Ike's doing okay, guys. Don't worry too much about him. Again, I feel like Ike was one of the good people in Ninja Sanji. So, show him some support. I think he just wants to take a break. Yeah, Mother's Day weekend, you're right. I think he just wants to, get away from all of it. So, all right, guys, let's go down here to V Shoujo. We're going to skip around a little bit. First up, chat. Mousy had something very important to say, but this was really cool because she was featured on Twitch's page. It says, thank you, Ironmouse, and of course, Riders, and the disabled community for reminding everybody there's no limit to what you can achieve. So let's go take a look here.
As a disabled creator who came to Twitch to find the community that I'd lost when I got sick, I have to say the woman that's inspired me most is
Ironmouse.
a disabled person, a disabled woman, was able to break Twitch's all-time sub record in October of last year. Are there any disabled women on Twitch that you admire? Share it in the comments. Even if it is you, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. As a disabled creator.
Very, very cool, chat. So, of course, Ironmouse getting some support from Twitch. And, of course, Ironmouse saying, I've always felt shackled by my disease. But I tried to find a way to live my life, make it work. And I'm still a work in progress. I learned it's okay to dream and have goals. Life is hard. Living is hard. Please try not to give up and find a way to live your life your way and dream. So, we love Mousy so much. He's so amazing. Like, holy shit. So, really, really cool chat because Mousy actually, of course, has been doing tons of donations to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Well, tomorrow at the time, which is April 30th, was Advocacy Day. And Ironmouse actually ended up talking to people in Washington about COVID. And all I can think about is how I'm going to have to explain what a VTuber is to them. Well, chat, that is right. Mousy made it to Congress. She made it to Congress, chat. Here you go. Ironmouse doing out, hello, humans. And here she is in front of the Congress building. Absolutely insane, chat. Absolutely insane. He is taking over the world. Yeah. Oh, sorry, not COVID. CVID. Sorry, my bad. So really cool as well. The Immune Deficiency Foundation also tweeted out here as well. Yeah, sorry, my bad. So excited to have you here on Capitol Hill with us today. We're here to meet with Congress, share personal stories, and help shape policies that make a difference. Absolutely amazing that, of course, she was able to get together. I don't know the specifics of her presentation. I couldn't find any of that. But it was really, really cool that she was able to actually like go and speak on CVID. And of course, Immune Deficiency Foundation was there to support that as well. So fucking cool to see Mousy here in front of Congress talking about stuff. It's just amazing. So cool. To add to this as well, chat, even Sea-Dog here. Sea-Dog finished up his cyclothon and raised a little over $1 million, chat, at a cyclothon. That's fucking nuts. I love that. I love that so much. So huge congratulations to everybody. Absolutely amazing W from Connor, as always. So everybody supporting the Immune Deficiency Foundation is incredible. And the fact that Mousy get to speak about CVID is amazing. So, bro, I would be the worst president. What are you talking about? Well, it might be better than the current one, but we don't have to talk about that. So huge W's for Mousy all around today, chat. Of course, recently as well, Mousy also did end up being the most watched English VTuber for Q1 of 2025. Yes. A huge congrats, of course, to her. It was Ironmouse followed by Bebo, and then, of course, Neurosama Vidal, then Treya. Very, very impressive. Huge congrats to all of them. Yeah, absolutely amazing for Mousy. In other news, guys, that's in Treya giving us a little bit of an update with a new outfit. Of course, she gave us a teaser on the Racer outfit, which was absolutely amazing. Super cool. We did finally get that debut that happened. Let's go take a look. Yes, exactly. So there is the Racing Bunny outfit. Looks so good as always. I love this 7 down here. Like the lucky 7. That's awesome. This looks so good, man. Especially with the flag and everything. I love the jacket too. It's so nice. It's so nice. They cooked on this one. Bark, 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 bark. So anyway, guys, very cool new outfit from Centrea. We also got to talk about something really cool here. Hinia giving us a little bit of a teaser. I followed up on this morning. I couldn't find anything. But Hinia has this little carrot in her hair. I wonder what that means. I have no idea, chat. This was quite a while ago, so I kept looking for like a follow-up. I couldn't find anything. Maybe this is in regards to Easter. I don't know. We'll see what happens, chat. We'll see what happens with that one. Yeah, I could not find any news on that. So I was like looking everywhere. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? Dude becoming a chef. Oh, God. Oh, God. In other news, guys, Mochi's team recently won as part of the Twitch Rivals Repo Speedrun event. That is right. So, of course, with Abe, Michi, Cynic, and Foolish, they ended up winning the Repo Speedrun on Twitch Rivals. So, huge congratulations to them. Let's fucking go. Gotta love it. In other news as well, guys, Matara was recently part of a really interesting Crunchyroll interview where she talked about re-embracing anime and how the fandom has changed overall for, of course, anime. So it's really cool to see her. Sorry, I thought I heard something. I was like, wait, what? Sorry, guys. Yeah, I heard like these noises. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm so sorry. Every time I hear noises outside, I like freak out. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Anyway, so Matara did this interview for Crunchyroll talking about anime, which is really, really cool. Now, I do gotta let you know, guys, unfortunately, if you've not heard this news, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but unfortunately, guys, Matara is leaving V Shoujo. It does look like that they have separated with her by her own wording. And so Matara did speak out about this. So let's go take a look at what exactly happened and what she had to say. about her separating with V Shoujo.
Upset about her and what she does when it's hard to be upset at her and what she does and all that stuff. And like I said, it's hard for me to turn
Let me skip ahead a little bit.
alerts just a little bit while I talk about stuff very quickly. This is, I think, the only time, I mean, never say never. This is most likely the only time I'm going to address these kinds of things. Let me know if this is loud enough. Thank you, everybody, for your generosity. I'm sorry if I'm not sounding or looking grateful for your generosity. I just want to make sure that I
Yeah, I mean, it's really not hard to guess why, but
get everything.
I don't want to feed too much into like babies and tinfoil hat theories, you know, like I think we just have to accept it for what it is. But let's let Mata
Out
talk.
of the way. I want to be very clear that I am okay. All right. I want to be very clear. This is not a pity party. I'm sorry that I'm sounding a little bit monotone. It's because I just woke up and I want to be very
That's a mood.
concise with my feelings and emotions.
Yeah,
and
that's a mood. Holy
so if I
shit.
sound a little monotone, it's
Yo, Toast,
honestly,
thank
I
you
just
for
woke up
60
and
months.
I have-
Appreciate you.
I'm a little bit nervous.
Thank you so much.
Believe it or not. Even extroverts get nervous. Honestly, I'm just nervous because I don't want to say anything that's going to be taken out of context and then maybe considered
absolutely.
bad faith, and then it just adds a little bit of trouble. Because for anybody that is not aware, Vshoujo and I have parted ways. So Vshoujo's so before
I'm
we
be
begin,
real. What Zintrea said was like the most accurate thing to me. Vita literally does not need V Shoujo. Like actually, like she is so amazing and successful, has a huge talent agency behind her. She literally is probably like, she doesn't need V Shoujo.
when transitions like this happen, both parties have to be in agreement for what is said, and it was very important to me that my message was the way that it is. That's all I'm going to say about that. I believe that
It's a little bit of soft confirmation that V Shoujo separated from her. You know what I mean? So this is definitely something that is true. We did get that confirmation from
I
her.
believe that there's always, you can't really hide the truth in things like that. So things are always going to kind of come out, which is why I'm all right with my messaging, saying that Vshoujo parted ways with me. I don't feel ashamed for what happened. I don't believe I did anything wrong. It just happens, it's stuff that happens, and it is. It feels really, really weird to use this line, but it is business at the end of the day, correct?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
So Vshoujo has tweeted, "Dear community
Oh,
members,
no.
we want to share that after careful thought and consideration, we've made the difficult decision to formally part ways with Matara
Oh
on May 5th,
no. Oh
2025.
no, no,
We're
no.
genuinely grateful for everything she's brought
Not
to
that
Vshoujo
it's
and wish her
just
the very
business.
best moving
I mean,
forward.
she knew,
Goodbyes are never easy,
though.
even
Like,
when
I
this time
mean,
many of you deeply
it
care
is
about
just
Matara,
business.
as
It
we do.
is.
The best way to
Sometimes it
support
actually
us both
is.
right now is with kindness, understanding, and respect
I
for
just feel
everyone's
like that
feelings and
that
privacy
statement
during
is
this
just
transition.
such
We're committed to our incredible
it
talent,
just sucks
community,
to
and the
say,
values we share. Thank you all for your empathy and continued support." So this is from Vshoujo, and it is a very kind message. It is filled with a lot of love. It is filled with a lot of kindness, and I really appreciate
Yep.
them
Graduation
writing
business.
something
Graduation,
so
it
nice.
is just business. Yep.
That I approved ahead of time.
That's
and then
good.
for me, I wrote, "Vshoujo made the decision to part ways with me on March 6th, effective May. Auntie, I will continue streaming as Matara Khan because I am Matara Khan, and I hope the Momos can still cheer me on.
That's
even if
important, guys. She is gonna keep being Matara. She's gonna have a model, all that kind of stuff. So, when it's V Shoujo, it's a little bit different, right? But she is still gonna be Matara. That's not gonna
I won't
end,
be
right?
Matara Khan and Vshoujo. Yeah, so very quickly, I get to keep my IP. I get to stay Matara Khan because I am Matara Khan and I will continue being Matara Khan. I had an artist reach out to me earlier today to ask if a commission that I commissioned through them is still continuing. It is because I pay my commissions out of pocket,
Yeah,
and those are all
Linger
from
Keep the
my
IP
ideas
is
and
just
for my
like
brand and for my everything. So
it's
all the
fantastic.
projects I've
And
been
I agree that does make it seem
working
like it's
on, all the
mutual.
commissions I've commissioned, all the editors I work with, all the artists I do, everything like that, I continue to work with them, right? I pay them and I continue to work with them. And
Big W. Now I do want to point out something she said earlier, right? She said like, I don't feel guilty. I haven't done anything wrong. You know, it's just business, right? Like, I don't know what that means. Again, I don't want to feed too much into speculation or anything. I think we just have to take her for what she says, right, chat? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, at least it does imply it's mutual because she is keeping everything. So all we can do is wish her the best. I hope that there's nothing like bad going on behind the scenes. I just don't really know. Again, I don't want to put the tinfoil hat on this one, guys. I think it's just better to leave it as it is. But what's your thoughts about it? Let me know. Yeah, let me know what you think about this one. So pretty crazy. All right, guys, let's move over to HoloLive news. And holy shit, I have a lot. I would say this ain't that bad, Matara, keeping everything on. Shelby retired her IRS a few years ago, so get you given an IP. There's only one thing that was publicly related to business. Yeah, no point, no speculation, yeah. Yeah, there was only one thing mostly. That's why VTuber is my favorite VTuber agency, yeah. So guys, we have to talk about a lot that has happened in HoloLive. A lot of things that I am not been able to catch up on. So first up, let's go take a look here, guys, at Hollow Earth. Hollow Earth, they did give us an update for version 1.0. So let's go see what they had to say about Hollow Earth. I'm excited for this, by the way. I think this is going to be cool. We'll see, Alberta. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, loose quotations. That is really cool. Of course, for your avatar, you can put like different characters on it, adjust it how you want. But basically, Hollow Earth is like, your virtual avatar in the Hollow world, essentially. Of course, you can like decorate your interior. I mean, it's pretty cool. I kind of like this. Well, it's more than that. It's like you have an avatar, you can interact with other people in the world. It's like, I don't think so, Risu. I don't think so, but that would be cool. I think it's pretty, you have like fashion items you can buy inside of there for your avatar that relate to a Hollow and things like that. So, yeah, definitely looks very neat. Yeah, exactly. It's like PlayStation Home. Exactly. It's like PlayStation Home. But it's for Hollow fans. You know what I mean? So, it looks pretty cool. Definitely some updates here from Hollow Earth. I didn't get to show you guys this, so it looks pretty cool. Very excited. So, guys, I gotta give it to you straight, guys. We gotta talk about Gura's graduation. All right, guys. So first up, let's go take a look here. Gura's hologram did come out for her graduation. So let's go take a look. This was. Hi, Morning. Oh my God, we will miss the Gooba chat. Well, even more to talk about here. Really cool project actually put together by a bunch of fans, and Camilla sang and did some vocals and harmonies for this project. Go listen and grab a tissue box while you're at it. So there was this big song that had from 130 fans and a few special guests called "The World Outside." And I'll just play a little bit of it for you. I think it's super cool. I'm not crying, you are.
We set sail towards brighter days, but that blue horizon turned to gray the moment that you went away again.
So really nice fan project that people put together for all this. Of course, Gura did have her final concert, guys. Her 3D final concert, and walked out her room, and that was it, everybody. Oh my god, that fan song was so bad. Yeah, this was really cute. You should definitely go watch the full concert if you can, chat. Bye, Goobop. It can't rain underwater, right, chat? It's so sad though. Like, oh my gosh. It really was a really nice concert, guys. You should go watch it. It was really cool. You know, reflect, and of course she did Ash again. Um, I feel like the ending of this concert was crazy. Like, of course she had some things to say at the end as well. I'll play it for you guys here. Yeah, the ending of this concert was just like, oh man. Bro, the walkaway right here just got like, oh my god, it gave me chills.
Hi, hello, 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 thank you, hello. Hi. From the very bottom of my shark heart, thank you. If I could borrow your ear for just a bit more time, I want to thank you. Again, thank you for letting me be your shark idol for the last half decade? 5 years. Wow. Well, just about 5 years or so.
That's crazy. It has been 5 years.
In this time, I I have loved performing for you here or on stage or in my bedroom, anywhere really. I yeah. Wow. Speaking of half a decade, when I first joined Hololive, I had barely any experience in streaming or dancing,
Which is crazy.
singing in front of
Which is
people.
crazy.
I couldn't even sing in front
She'll
of
be
my own mother.
successful, whatever she does.
But
You know she will, chat.
But now look at me, right? I won't lie, it was really hard to get my footing. Sometimes it was terrifying. No, a lot of the time, it was terrifying. But spending time with you and all of the incredibly talented members of Hololive has been an absolute pleasure, and I can truly say a highlight in my life.
It's sad to see her go, right, chat? You never want one of your favorite streamers to go, and somebody of her size as well, chat. But as Gura says it here, guys, to wrap it up, keep swimming always. Her final message, guys. And I love that they actually they put her in the alum as well. So I thought that was really nice touch. But we will definitely miss her. She absolute just fucking legend. You know what I mean? Even Duke says legend to see. You two big fish. Lucy saying thank you for everything. Kiara saying I'll miss you so much. Booba Debub. Narissa with her heart. And of course, Rev says it's over until her next move. Fury Heart, Shy Lily. Thank you for everything. We'll always look back fondly at the good memories we've had thanks to you. So, lots of love to her and everything she did. Just such an amazing VTuber. So influential in the space. You know what I mean, chat? I mean, just absolutely insane. We will miss her. Oh my god, not Fidel's Gura cosplay. Bro, don't even get me started on that. But now we gotta talk about something which I found to be absolutely fucking ridiculous. Was this petition put out on change.org? Let our girl reclaim her character, give her back the shark we all love, asking for signatures for people so that she can reclaim her shark character. What the actual fuck? Bro, girl wants to move on in her own direction. What are you talking about? Like, and on top of that, like, dude, there's so many implications of letting that model go. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Yeah, this feels so parasocial. Like, just let her be who she wants to be. Let her move on. What are they on about? Yeah, very parasocial. So it feels very disrespectful. I agree. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys this. This was probably the biggest thing that like stood out to me. I'm like, why would you do this? Very crazy stuff, chat. Very, very crazy. All right, let's keep going on here because I do want to talk about Xi'an's graduation, which I did not get to talk about here. So Xi'an actually released a brand new original song before she graduated. So of course, huge congrats to her on that one. And this was her newest original. Now, really, really cool as Xi'an was graduating, guys. Actually, she got somebody that you might recognize to show up for her graduation. A graduated VTuber, an alum.
次のゲストなんですが、ちょっとハードルが高そうなんだよね。めちゃくちゃ名高い魔法書には召喚される人が喜ぶものを捧げると成功するって書いてあったんだけど。
I wonder who. Well, that's a toothbrush. I've got no choice.
よいしょ。見替えて見替えて。よし。はい。行くぞ。
The ritual is complete, chat. The ritual is complete. I love it in this whole fucking like grand thing for this though. It's so good. Chloe, she's back. She's fucking crawling after her. It's that easy. It's that easy. Oh my god. Classic Chloe. Classic Chloe. So there you go, chat. Very nice to see, of course, Chloe come back for her farewell. I thought that was very, very sweet. I thought that was very, very sweet. She summoned a smelly fish. And of course, Xi'an goes on to say, thank you so much, everybody. I hope everyone can keep smiling forever. As one of their final messages, of course. One last thing that they did add to this as well. Saying, I'll see you somewhere else. So it does look like some good news, chat. We will be seeing them maybe in another lifetime, maybe in another model somewhere, chat. So seems like a good ending here for Xi'an. And we will obviously wish her the absolute best through everything. So, all right, guys. There's another graduation I didn't get to talk about. And that is Ume. So we did watch this hologram already. But she did, of course, have her final hologram that came out. And, of course, a really cool Mume and actually your favorite hamster rat did release a cover of Best Friend. I thought that was very sweet. Yeah, I thought that was very sweet. What a nice cover to choose. You know what I mean? Like, especially as like a farewell, you know? So, of course, Mume did go out with even more of a bang. She also released a cover of Gravity. And holy shit, chat, this one hits hard. Yeah, this one hits hard.
Without saying goodbye to yesterday,
May the fourth be with you.
memories I hold still valid.
I thought that was such a cool song to do as a goodbye. So, in her final message, please take a listen to it. She has some very important words for everybody.
So
May the
bad
fourth be with you.
Words. And I'm just always really bad with. I don't know. Let's bring this back. I'm always bad with I don't know. people telling me stuff that I think is kind of hard for me to believe sometimes. Maybe my inability to convey how I feel
Yeah, I feel that.
and my struggle to get the words out.
I'm very
and
bad with
think
that.
of the words and then say them. I hope can show you how I feel, kind of to an extent. I've said it before. I'm pretty sure. I've
I'm
never
gonna skip that just a little
the
bit.
amount of support the sauce community. I am leaving feeling very, very, very loved by the other members and by all of you. Thank you all for keeping me company the last 3.5 years. Thank you for being an outlet for me to procrastinate. Another thing
Such
I
a
needed to do besides streaming.
Oh my god.
Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for making me a space where I belong. Gigi, or not Gigi, sorry, Narissa said she was scared
GG.
of maybe not belonging.
GG's,
I
I'm
also
out.
had that fear. I mean, I kind of have always had that fear my entire life, and I'm so grateful.
It is, Skull, but
all the kindness
remember,
I was shown in the space I
they're
was
probably
given
all going to
to
continue, you know what I mean?
Mume. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's very sweet. So, wish her the absolute best, chat. And of course, she did have some other things to say as well in her final tweet here. So, of course, she tweeted out, bye-bye and thank you. And of course, she is in the alumni as well. So, on top of this, man, he was just the kindest person. She did have a final message here that said, oh, hi, humans. Let me open this up so it's bigger for you. Thank you so much. For the last 3.5 years, even in writing, I know I won't be able to fully convey my feelings. You have truly changed my life for the better. Wherever I go, no matter what I face, I will remember you. Always carry the kindness and support you showed me in my heart. I was able to do more than I ever imagined because of you. I will never forget this feeling. I hope that my presence in Hololive was a good one. Any moment of joy I might have brought someone makes me even happier to be alive. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for giving me a warm space to be silly and have fun. And thank you for letting me be Nanashimumi. So, lots of love to her. I mean, it's always tough to say goodbye to somebody, right, chat? But I feel like that she really left such an impact on all of us. And of course, she did have her goodbye concert, which is great. Kana, of course, very familiar face, was in charge of her 3D graduation stream, which looked incredible. So I gotta say, Kana is always cooking when it comes to these concerts. Just did so good. Now, I got a little bit of bad news, but with a good ending. Unfortunately, guys, Mumi's concert at the end, her last stream, was actually blocked by Sony copywriting it. That is right, guys. Her graduation stream was copyrighted by Sony. But luckily, we got some good news on this. It was, it was actually brought back very recently. So that is good. Yeah, so Sony did this. It was out for quite a while, but it is back. So good ending. Yeah, but F to Sony. Give us Bloodborne, bro. So there you go, chat. As we say goodbye to Mumi, just you definitely grew up. Shion, Mumi just left such big impact on this space. Not even talking about like Hololive, right? So we will certainly miss all three of them. And you know, this isn't the end for a lot of them. This isn't the end for all of them, guys. I know that everybody's sad, but everybody does have a future in it. So keep your heads high. Everything's gonna be okay, right? On other news, let's go take a look here because apparently there was a Fuamoko figures. These are actually on display in Shibuya. A 1-to-1 scale, chat. So this is actually super duper cool to see at the Axcrit lab that they had the full 1-to-1 size of the Fuamoko twins. Bao. That looks so cool. Yeah, I really love that. Really love that. Yeah, and of course, this was also at the Advent pop-up shop with more of the Fuamoko stuff. Here's some even more pictures of everything as well, chat. Yeah, so cute. This looks so cool. They did really good. Yeah, and here's the figures you can pre-order right there. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna be not talking about merch a lot. And I'll explain that to you more towards the end of this segment, but with the current tariffs, it's gonna be very hard for you guys to probably get your hands on all the stuff that you want. So yeah, just we're probably gonna hold off on talking about merch for a little bit. I'll try to update you guys on certain stuff, but what is this? There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Anyway, continuing, guys, just a quick mention here. Crony actually had a really cool collab with Fatal Fury City of Wolves. That is absolutely right. She did a collab, as well as No Herb, and of course, Agigi both did a collab with Fatal Fury. So really cool to see that from both of them. Yeah, literally just like fighting game stuff from Hololive. It's incredible. So now guys, Ignatic blah blah blah. Ignatic Revolution or Recollection, I'm sorry, wrong word. Did come out. We did have the chapter 2. They did release their new theme song for that with everybody. It looks really, really nice. The music video looks great. The music is good too. Let's take a look. Listen. They're like jazzy. Yeah. So get excited for the Recollection. Number 2, chapter 2. We've been waiting for that for quite a while. So really, really cool. In other news, guys, Narissa and ERB just did a collab cover together of Revolution. Yeah, this just came out. Did it come out last night? I didn't see it. I was looking for it this morning. Very nice. Then the Rizzler. So again, Hololive absolutely cooking out here. Now, guys, I know it's May the 4th, so I feel like I need to tell you about this, but Holo is celebrating Star Wars. That is right. Of course, we have Inu, we have Shiro, and of course, Luna holding a special stream about their love for Star Wars, which happened yesterday. So, of course, Best Doggo and these lovely other talents here with their new Star Wars costumes. So cool. So cool. It gets even better, chat. There's even more to this. It's absolutely really cool. So, of course, they talked about their love for Star Wars. I really like these outfits. Like, they look really, really badass. Like, with the models. That's so cool. What that dog doing? Of course, they also had this really, really cool thing going on in Shibuya. Starting now through the 19th to celebrate May the 4th. And of course, they have Star Wars Galaxies in Shibuya with the collaboration with Hololive. They have life-size acrylics, special costumes, autographed life-size panels, and exclusive other stuff. So you see here, here's the new costumes you can take pictures with. They also have some videos, some exclusive merch, Star Wars stuff in general. Looks really cool to see Hololive celebrating Star Wars. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I wonder how that worked out, nerd. But either way, yeah, but Laura, I feel like these like cover up too much stuff. I don't feel like I would look too good in like Jedi robes, but very cool to see either way. So how much of profits go to Disney? I don't know. That's a good question. But I think that was it. I think it was it about that. Either way, that was super duper cool. Yeah, super duper cool. I like they have like Star Wars merch like up in here. That's so awesome. But you know what's crazier? Then a collab with Star Wars Shop. Hololive collabing with Marvel. That is right. Hololive did collab together with Marvel for the newest movie, Thunderbolts. That is right. What a surprise voice actor participating in the narration in this homage trailer to the movie featuring some talents here. So, of course, they recreated some scenes from Thunderbolts with the Hololive talents. Let's take a look. This is so funny. Botan in this is like perfect. Oh, Thunderbolts is incredible. I just love the created scenes. That's hilarious. Who has seen Thunderbolts, by the way? Yeah, so here's like all the scenes that they copied. It's so cool. Yeah, who has seen Thunderbolts? Type 1 in the chat if you have. I'm gonna delete some tabs now. It's so good. It's so good. For everybody that's seen it, the little girl. That part got me so bad. I don't want to spoil, but you know what I'm talking about. Have you seen it? You know what I mean. You know what I mean, chat. Oh, you know what I mean if you've seen it. In other news, guys, let's go take a look here. A Hollow Tempest has been cooking. Of course, there are new Tempest suits revealed. Started 2 days ago and ends tomorrow. So make sure that you take a look at this on all of their new outfits. I do have all tiers right here. That part was fucked up, right? And of course, here's all tiers up. Excuse me, new outfit. Looking fancy. Yeah, looking fancy. We also, of course, have another outfit to show you. And here is Haka's outfit as well. I like this one. Yeah, it looks really nice. I like the purple. Oh, trust me, there's no spoilers. There's no spoilers involved. That part was fucked up, though. It really was. So very exciting to see all of these new outfits, chat. In other news, I know we saw Mirren a little bit earlier, but she did release her MV for her extremely popular song, A Horny Money World. And this has absolutely popped off just 5 days ago. Already amassing 2 million views, chat. You'll recognize this song. Horny money! Yeah, this song has been like everywhere for a long time. I like the MV for this, though. Looks good. Yep, classic. Classic. If you get any news, you can drop it inside the Discord. I'll take a look at it tomorrow. So, classic. Classic. Because Mori also has a song, I believe, on the horizon here. Mori's saying new song release. We talked about when this was coming up. Her version of the song that was going to be featured in the house stuff. Well, it is actually out now. It is available. So go check it out. Dad is cooking. As always, chat. So I know that I said I was going to mention this to you guys. But I want to talk about for a second the tariffs going on with Hololive. Now, guys, I'm going to be real. This might be because I'm in merch. That this doesn't surprise me. We've been ordering merch and kind of seeing this happen. I know a lot of people were like losing their mind about this, but like I felt like I already knew this was coming. I already knew this was happening. And this has already affected my business in a big way, right? But let's go take a look. Of course, here is the collection of stuff they want to purchase. $255, right, guys? Well, as you can see, the duties for it are extremely expensive, totaling it up to $855. Everybody losing their minds over this, commenting about the high price of tariffs. What's up? How you doing, S? U.S. policies are now reflected at checkout for purchases from the Hololive production shop. And of course, it's very, very expensive, but sadly, there's nothing anybody can do about it. It's just it's the tariffs, chat. I mean, even this stuff right here, very inexpensive. Look at the price, bro. Like, even the shipping on it. It's rough. It's rough. So, this is what we're dealing with, chat. Again, maybe I'm more ingrained into it because I own a merch business. We've been talking about this for a while. But very, very unfortunate to see this ultimately going down, chat. So, we'll let you know a lot of Hololive fans are very upset. They're not able to order a lot of this stuff. It's due to the tariffs. So, I think it's almost at a point where like people saw the tariffs and they weren't really sure what was going to happen, right? They're like, is this going to affect me? And now we got to the point where it's like straight up affecting you and they're like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? So, really, really sucks. Really, really sucks. But here we are, chat. Yeah, we're getting screwed by this in a big way. In a really, really big way. In other news, guys, I did want to mention to you before we move on to some other corpo news. Amio has released her second, or is going to be releasing her second album called My Sparkle. And this one is set for August 20th, chat. So this also includes some support by some writers and a total of 11 songs with a remix of Howling. So very excited for this coming up later this year. Looks really, really good. Again, full-on album, some talents is wild. Finally, chat, Best Girl Yagu did meet up with Geoff Niley, who is a very well-renowned video game journalist. Actually ended up going and visiting Yagu at the Cover Corp office. There you go. Really, really cool. Did you see the small Vtuber rewards from Big Papa Lemon? I did not. Did he finally do those, Unicorn? I've been waiting for that. Yeah, I was waiting for him to do that. I did not know he actually went through with it. Did it, right? Because I know that I talked about it a few times, but it was on Thursday. Cool. Yeah, I did not see that. I have to take a look into that. Yeah, I missed it. Probably because of all the Cinder stuff going on. But yeah, anyway, very reputable video game journalist. Geoff actually went and visited Best Girl Yagu. So thank you, Geoff, for visiting Cover's office. We had a truly productive conversation. I look forward to future discussions. I hope you enjoyed your time in Japan as much as I enjoyed meeting you. So very, very exciting stuff. Gotta love it. Yeah, gotta love it. If you have anything, you can put in my Discord as well. All right, guys, let's move on to Outside of Shoujo, Ninja Sanji, and of course, Hololive. I do want to talk about some stuff going on and some other corpo things, chat. So first up, FaZe Connect actually debuting some brand new talents. That is right, guys. We got Invaders Quest for FaZe Invaders, and of course, the newest talents were Cleo, Mari, which was insane. He was kind of already unofficial, member, and of course, EP Sleepy. So these brand new talents are out here, chat, for FaZe. Very, very cool to see. I thought Mari was already in there already, but it turns out she was unofficial. Here, of course, is EP Sleepy's new outfit. Looks incredible. Love it so much. Very, very cute. Oh, I saw that clip about the hog crank. Bro, I saw that clip. Of course, we also have Cleo here as well. I love this this page turning thing. That's so cool. What a nice toggle. Love that. Look at that pupper. Look at that pupper. Bro, the dude, the actually. That's so cute. And of course, chat, we also have Mari. Her new outfit is right here. Looks so good. I love her design. The whole goldfish. It's super cute. It's super duper cute. So there you go, guys. Very Lolita-esque. I love the crown. Absolutely deserves all the support. So cute. So there you go, guys. Here's Mari's new stuff. And congrats to all of them for joining FaZe Connect. Another news, guys. Weather Planet, they debuted their new talents as well. Of course, you have Hinata, their new outfit. And, you might find that one of these talents is very familiar, chat. Yeah, very familiar. Almost like you've seen them before earlier in this stream. And of course, we have Ruka here as well with their new model. This looks fantastic. I love their little logo. So cute. So cute. Yeah, you might have seen them before, chat. Maybe related to a certain smelliness or something of that sort. In other news as well, guys, very, very cool news coming here from a former Reverie talent, Nova. Article at Star says, I checked my bank account just now. I've officially recouped my costs from buying my channel. Again, they bought their channel from Reverie. Thank you, everybody who supported me. It feels like I can finally close up that chapter of my life. That's huge news. Huge congrats to them. That's amazing, chat. Be able to, buy your channel out from Reverie, recoup all those losses. Huge W. Huge W. I think it was about, if I'm thinking the right thing, I think it was about $10,000. A lot of money. Hey guys, I do know that we checked in here with Icy Snowpulse from Vtuber not too long ago, but this is back on March 31st. And unfortunately, guys, if you remember, I reported on this. They were having some very bad times going on IRL. They actually got an email that was for an eviction from their place of living. They had a really bad landlord. Bro hasn't even given a reason why he's evicting me and my 2 fur children. What the fuck have you been here half a year? I'm shaking. Well, chat, there is a good ending on this one. Yeah, good ending on this one. Justice actually was served. I'm not getting evicted. No one is willing to represent my landlord. Got him. That's right. You cannot continue with the eviction without somebody to actually represent you in court. And nobody was like, yeah, this guy clearly sucks. He just come back. We're not going to represent him. So here you go. And of course, it's been a month since I talked to my landlord about the fact his eviction notice is not legally enforceable. He said, you'll hear from me soon. What do you mean it's invalid? Well, I finally hear from him today. And what do you know? He folded because after a month of looking for lawyers, he couldn't find anyone to represent him because, as I told him a month ago, what he's doing is illegal. So, got him. W's! Let's go, IC! I love when scummy people don't get their way. You gotta love it. So, congrats to IC. Congrats to IC. Sorry, doing a stretch. In other news, guys, let's go take a look here. I did want to mention the tariffs going on. They are hitting Brave as well. Of course, Brave tweeting out, thank you for using the Brave Group official store. We'd like to inform fans of a temporary change to our shipping schedule due to newly announced UF tariff measures. As a result, shipments to U.S. are scheduled to be shipped on April 27th will be temporarily suspended for approximately 1 month. So Brave is trying to wait things out, kind of see what's going on. But yeah, these tariffs are hurting everybody, guys. So just keep that, in mind. That sucks. That sucks for a lot of VTubers. Sucks for a lot of people who want merch. It just sucks overall. So another news, guys. Let's go check in here with V, who is a VTuber company who has just terminated Albacira. That is right, guys. Thank you for your continued support of V and our virtual talents. We decided to terminate the contract of our virtual talent, Albacira, on Wednesday, April 30th. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to all the fans who have supported us since debut. We also deeply apologize for this announcement. The reason for the termination of the contract is that we confirmed that Albacira's activities were contrary to V's management policy. After hearing about this, we decided to terminate the contract and end their activities. We plan to continue publishing Albacira's YouTube after examining it together with the first project. Sales of merchandise, voice content, acceptance of fan letters, and everything else will end June 30th. So it seems like there was something going on with management. I don't know. They said he violated something within their contract. There you go, guys. That is what's going on with V right here. Guys, I got a little bit of bad news on this one. Just prep yourselves a little bit. But 1,000 pre-project VTuber, Jamil Ramhan, actually passed away back on March 11th. And the agency did confirm that he indeed did pass away. So very, very sad, guys. Please give some 07s and offer your support. It's like one thing to like go on a hiatus or graduation, but of course to find out somebody passed away behind the scenes is really, really sad. So offer your support to them, guys. Please do. And other news, guys, I do want to talk about 774 Inc., who has announced the Nanashi Fest 2025 called Jackpot. And just look at all of these talents. It's crazy. Yeah, it's actually crazy. Here, let me forward look. Look at all of these talents, bro. Look how many people are involved with this. This is crazy. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Holy. So this is going down a little bit later this year. Looks pretty exciting. 822, chat. 822. I mean, you gotta remember with 774 Inc. is like they formerly were a different company. They've been around a long time. So they have a lot of talents that they can support and get in here for this event. So it looks pretty interesting. We'll see what happens with that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Another news, guys, Bond Live and Irium have actually done something pretty crazy, guys. So let's go take a look at what's going on. So Bond Live was working with Irium, right, guys? If you remember all this, they kind of did like some work together. Well, as announced by Irium, the Irium Founding Streamers program will end on May 19th. For Bond Live Irium members from Gen 1 to Gen 3, they will now be considered Irium Founding Streamers, while starting from Gen 4, they will be Irium Early Access Streamers and be streaming as PNG tubers. So we've now concluded an organizer's agreement with Irium to further accelerate our streaming business in the US. And they're actually opening up auditions and planning to have Irium streamers to debut around this fall. So it seems like it kind of worked out for both these companies. They want to leverage what's been going on with Irium. So pretty interesting, chat. Definitely a pretty big development. Opening up, auditions, trying to get in with stuff like that. We'll see what happens with this. A lot of people are excited. Of course, me is saying they're excited. Cleopatra says I really want to apply, but I'm still new to VTuber stuff. Just created a viewer model. We'll see what happens. So, interesting, chat. Interesting development. As a follow-up to what was going on back then. So that's like a year in the making, you know what I mean? Almost a year in the making from that stuff. Holy jump scare! Yeah, a year in the making from those auditions. And of course now they'll be considered Irium Founding Streamers. So pretty interesting, chat. Yeah, pretty interesting. We'll see what happens with the leverage between each other. I'm not sure yet. Another news, I wanted to point this out. I think this is actually kind of crazy, chat. This is the first I've ever seen a video of this. So if you were listening, type 3 in the chat. This is kind of crazy. This is actually kind of crazy, chat. Jump Planet is a new VTuber, Japanese VTuber agency. However, chat, their stuff is very different. They don't really use traditional VTuber models. Instead, all of their talents are made up by mascot VTuber models. That is right, guys. So take a look. All of the talents are mascot-centric VTubers, which is super cute. I've never really seen this much. I know that Ninja Sanji had one. But you can see here, guys, all of their talents are mascots instead. So that's so cute. That's so new. I like this idea a lot. So we'll see what happens. Again, they are brand new, chat. I'll let you know what goes down with that. Really, really cool. Yeah, very, very different. Very, very different. So guys, I remember earlier I was talking about a lawsuit. Well, now I got to tell you about that lawsuit. And that is going on with Owozu. That is right, guys. Owozu, that lawsuit has been dismissed, ultimately, here. So I didn't really know what was going on here. So the talent was laid off. The talent actually went full on meltdown. And the talent started talking bad about the company. And that can be considered slander against a previous employer. So the company decided to take action about this. Almost kind of like a little bit of like former situations we talked about a bit. So let's go take a look here what they had to say about it. For almost a year and a half, Owozu has been awaiting the completion of a legal process that concluded today in the labor court with the dismissal of all of the plaintiff's claims, and the judge in charge of the case has dismissed all the allegations against Owozu. These dismissals of the plaintiff's claims have been based on contradictory testimony or statements from the plaintiffs and witnesses, in addition to statements from the plaintiffs themselves that cannot be attributed any significant probative value. Very interesting. They go on to say Owozu has been the target of a campaign of harassment and public discrediting since the beginning of this process, driven by the interests of individuals who exploited the good faith of their audience and colleagues to garner support for a discrediting campaign. It seems like a lot of the talents that left had a lot to say about, or this particular talent had a lot to say about Owozu. And Owozu took them, to court over this, right? Therefore, we will not initiate legal proceedings against third parties who have believed or accepted the testimonies that a court today found contradictory and lacking in evidence. We are grateful to those who have been able to wait for the final outcome for this process and who are eager as we are for the next news we have to give them. We recommend avoiding disseminating information to those who seek to distort or use their media power to manipulate their audience with fictitious victories fictitious victories that have no business being a public institution with information accessible and verifiable worldwide. So definitely they seem very slighted by all of this situation. Again, it wasn't a lot of information I can necessarily find besides, of course, this resolution to it, but it just seemed like they were wanting to kind of call out damages for bad business. Yeah, bad management does not equal evil management. One is incompetent, the other is malicious. We'll certainly be keeping an eye on this, chat. I'm going to dig into this even more if I can. I sent some messages and some DMs. I'm trying to find out more info. It's just been hard to find stuff, but yeah, fictitious victories. Pretty crazy. So I'll let you know what happens, chat. Very, very crazy. Another news, guys. Still want to let you know about Vlash. Vlash has a new VTuber group here that has 2 new talents. Let's take a look. They already pushed him off a cliff. We're already starting good. We're already starting good. Whacker Zoom. You know, I don't know how true that is. I just gotta look. I really gotta look. Yeah, and it was really hard to find information about them, you know what I mean? But I know I did already debut, chat, but they look very, very promising. So certainly go give them some support from this new group here called Vlash. And then finally, guys, I do want to talk about a new VTuber group called Jazz Idols. That is right, guys. Jazz Idols is made up of some very familiar faces you probably already know. Let's go take a look.
Big announcement.
Woohoo!
Bisexual 2D women. Sponsored by Jazz.
Let's go!
The H stands for hen.
They were banned from the normal idol groups.
Stay tuned for
ASMR roleplay.
Cute girls doing cute things together.
News.
Being parasocial?
But most importantly, cute girls recommend you.
Visual novels.
Eroge. Nuki gay.
Yuri.
BL.
Girl cock? Huh?
More on our first YouTube stream.
This is the best VTuber group ever made. What the heck? I love this. Oh my god. So, if you want a bit more of a adult experience, you know, these are definitely the streamers for you. The streamers for you, Dad. So, but I think it's pretty cool. I know that that's like a niche, right? I think adult VTubing is, you know, more of like the mature stuff like this, right? It's really something that is a niche that's not filled. So I think that's really cool that people are stepping up into that. So let's go. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, guys, let's dive into the indie VTuber news. First, I'm going to do a little stretch. Yeah, I need to do a stretch, guys. Oh my god. You know, I don't know who animated Aaron's video. That's a good question, Nissa. I'll have to look into that. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. I've been hydrating. Although I will drink my gamer subs. Okay. So first up, chat, I do want to talk about some indie VTuber news going on. Now, I didn't get to actually talk about this when it happened. I know I'm like 500 years behind, but I'm sorry, guys. First up is Nimi Nightmare. That is right. Nimi actually did debut for a new full-on model. Let's take a look. I think this is rigged by Iron Vertex. Yeah, it looks so good. Yeah, they cooked on this one. Cute. Yeah, they did a really good job on this model. Yeah, it looks really, really good. So get excited, chat. Get excited. And she is doing a lot of stuff, which we're going to talk about here in just a moment. But Anime actually did do a new cover that she released. Anime Karaoke Classic in Miku style. Love Fool. Let's take a little bit of a listen, guys.
Love me
I like it's kind of a little bit more like Miku style. That's nice. If you close your eyes. Yeah, it's almost like, I feel like I've heard her somewhere before, you know? So weird. So weird, yeah. Where would that have been? Where would that have been? In other news, guys, I don't want to talk about the recent debut of Casper, where he actually did something really, really cool. A VTuber model reveals the secret agent interrogation. I barely survived. I think it's so cool because you always have to do the feet down, but he turned this into like this whole like thing like this, which is really cool.
All parties involved here. Let me. Hey.
I love this.
Okay.
This is so creative.
Stop.
Because you always have to do feet first, right? So like he turned into this interrogation thing. I love this so much. Very, very, very creative. Love that so much. So you might have heard of him before in his past life. Pretty popular person. Now, guys, I did not get to talk about this when it happened. I want to mention this very briefly in regards to what happened with Enos. So Enos was streaming on Eastern, and she did this thing called the crucifixion of Enos, where she proceeded to talk to her chat about what was going on here.
They got me!
I think it's the sleeves. I think it's the sleeves. Well, this did blow up quite a bit. There was a lot of stuff going on. Rav kind of weighed into it. He deleted his tweet. There was a bunch of drama around this. I'm gonna be real. I completely missed this because I had so much stuff going on. I did not get to talk about this. But Enos did actually come out with a follow-up tweet. I was a bit thinking, I want to tell you my intention was not to mock Christianity. Spreading hate is not my thing and very cringe. I was joking around. I totally get if you think it was unfunny and dumb, and I don't mind. I was also poking fun at people for taking this situation so seriously, only because an anime girl glued herself to a cross. Again, I'm not going like, oh my god, feel bad for me, poor me, because I don't feel bad about it. People trying to insult me and stuff, but it's not so effective. I appreciate everybody that's being nice to me and understanding. I'm very grateful and full of love, for my community. So, like, I'll be honest, I feel like I've seen so many movies where they like make fun of this. You know what I mean? Like it's like the butt of a joke. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like if it was like in a movie, nobody would have a problem. You know what I mean? But because it's in VTubing, it's like, yeah, Life of Brian, exactly. That's the first thing that comes to mind. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's the first thing that comes to mind. So, I'll leave you with what Enos had to say on that. I didn't get to talk about it. But there you go, chat, in case you missed it. So, I mean, I can get why some people might think it's unfunny. I can see that. But also, there's a lot of other media that makes fun of it. You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like you have to be fair about that. You know, if there's other media making fun of it, did you get equally upset at that stuff? You know what I mean? I don't want to go too deep into this crucifixion, torture, death sentence. Yep, I just sort of joke, but maybe a bit on edge. I mean, it was definitely a bit edgy. You know what I mean? But I feel like the intention was not, again, to mock, like they said, not to mock Christianity. So, right, exactly. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, crucifixion has been around for a long, long time, you know? But a lot of people do associate it with, you know, Jesus Christ. So, but there you go, chat. I didn't want to mention it. I can say that I talked about it because I didn't get to. So, another news, guys, because this is so late. I'm so behind. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm normally on my news. The whole Cinder thing just threw me for a loop. But Kazune I is back. That is right, guys. Kazune I is back. Back to streaming. It is happening back on the 29th. Very, very exciting. So the original queen of VTubing is back, chat. Get excited. But I came to the conclusion that as a Christian, I'm not offended by that. Sure. I mean, like, again, if you have a problem with it, it's probably just you thought it was unfunny, right? So, anyway, let's continue here. Kazuna I is back. However, guys, even more good news here is Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha is actually in A video game, that's right. It's official. I'm going to be a playable character in a video game in Nub's Arena. The tea is served in its hot. Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha is officially a nub. Let's take a look. Cute. That's cute. Yeah, exactly, Dark. Exactly. So, and there was like a lot of drama with the Rev surrounding it. I completely did not get to talk about it. So I'm just gonna mention the Enos stuff and not get into the rest of it. So, really cool though for Cha-Cha. I love that. In other news, guys, a bit of an art scam going on. That is right, guys. Rainy tweeting out, I paid $560 for a special dream project. The artists are by Noir Punk. August stole both the commission and funds from me. He's deleted all his accounts except Twitch and Ko-Fi. Contacting him is impossible. Other creators were affected. Where she did come out with a document talking about a lot of this stuff that happened with this. It also covers about the professional commission related relationship that August had. We do not have such a relationship because there were stories shared that involve August with other people that had a more personal and intimate relationship with them. Of course, so you also have, I do not agree with the actions that August has taken against any of the women he has hurt. Pretty deep document, guys. Freya was told her commission was finished, never got it. Cute Thing only got one update and then was ghosted. So guys, be on the lookout for this person. Clearly untrustworthy. Just ghosting all these people and stealing art. Or not stealing art, I'm sorry, never completing commissions. I feel like we keep seeing more and more of this. It's really sad, guys, that people take advantage of these poor VTubers and just take their money and run. All I can say, guys, is use VGen, use protected payment methods, because people will take advantage of you. It's really sad. And I hope that they get their money back. I really do. Speaking of this as well, guys, even worse, on top of this, your Italian waifu also got scammed from somebody else as well. Your Italian waifu tweeting out, just discovered I was scammed. I'm so sad. I can't explain how I feel other than broken. I worked so hard to commission the model I wanted. I just hoping to take it to PayPal. Let's hope it's going to be okay. I need some love right now. And of course, here's the artist who is topping it. And here is their app. So, yeah, guys, just be careful. All I can tell you, if you're going to use artists, guys, please be careful. Please be careful. Protect yourself. Use protected payment methods. If it's PayPal, do a business one. Make sure you have ways to get your money back. Go through VGen, whatever you got to do. But do not do it as friends and family, donations, stuff like that. Protect yourself, all right, guys? That's all I can say. In other news, guys, I do want to talk about something that was very crazy going on. And unfortunately, guys, John Doe was actually doxxed. That is right, guys. I did want to briefly mention this. Again, something that I missed. But John Doe's just doing her thing, right? Everybody always gets pissed off about, like, Shondo, right, chat? I don't know why. I'll show you here really quick. You know, like this stuff, right? Like this person, like, I cannot fathom that there's real people who lower themselves to this degree just for monetary gain. Of course, Shondo just doing her thing. You know, this person saying like, but if VTuber has made somebody normally see as much as Shondo, again, just people losing their mind always about Shondo. I don't know why. Like, Shondo's just existing, right? And of course, they had some great news. They sold out one of their plushies. It went out like that. But Shondo was ultimately doxxed, guys. Obviously, I'm not going to share any relevant information about stuff like that because we don't want them to get doxxed. But I want you guys to know about it, guys. Please support Shondo and make sure that we're not allowing people in the space to do stuff like that, right? There was a post that somebody had made about it that ultimately was deleted. So, and it cross-referenced some information at a hospital to find her. So it's really sad. I hope that she's okay. She's doing the best she can. And please just support her, guys. Very crazy that somebody would go through those links to try and ruin somebody's life like that. You know what I mean? Absolutely crazy. Especially when she had such good news, guys. Like, she, like, she sold out this plushie, you know, like things were looking good for her. So very scary out there, chat. Please be careful. Let's move on to some happier news. Yeah, let's talk about some happier stuff. First up, chat. I know that you guys like the Google Dockies, but how about the Chicken Jockey coming here from Adari Root Pump, who has released the Chicken Jockey VTuber model? Hell yeah! Chicken Jockey VTuber model! That's right, baby. That's right. Chicken Jockey. So the 3D model is available over on our Ko-Fi if you'd like to pick this up. This looks really, really fun. Yeah, this looks super fun. I'm going to become a Chicken Jockey VTuber, chat. Let's also give some big congrats to one of our friends of the channel, Nick Dope, who tied the knot. That is right. Nick Dope tuning out. And we find our home again and forevermore. I'm happy to call you my wife into this wonder. Mao and I got married. So big congrats, of course, to them. Let's fucking go. Let's go, Nick Dope. Always, always a wonderful thing to see, chat. The Boon Boy got the calcium. Let's go. We love that for him. Nick does so nice, dude. In other news, guys, I kind of have a big group thing coming here from Tokuku. And I actually released a cover of Don't You Forget About Me. Let's take a quick little listen. They got some voices. Yeah, they're really good. So go and support them as part of the Brunch Bunch musical. Very, very nice. This is over on, okay, no, it's just a group. Sorry. The Toku. This is over on Tokuka's channel. Yeah, sorry, I was looking for the extra information, but really, really nice cover. So go and support it, guys. My brain just like blanked right there. In other news, guys, Ruby coming here from Ruby Vox, who is come over to Tea Times before, had a very, very oof moment, chat. Here we go. This is the moment you never want to deal with, chat. Ruby tweeting, I'm graduating by from Dad. Dude, is this you? Send a TikTok. It sounds exactly like you. What? I'm looking at the graphic and listening to the voice, and I'm like, I know that voice. I can tell that whatever did that voiceover sounds like you when you have a cold. LOL, no shit. Is this your work when you were sick? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no, not the 4K, bro. Not the 4K, bro. Oh, no, that's it. GG's. GG's, chat. It's all over from here. Oh. My God, that is so crazy. That's actually crazy. I feel so bad for them, dude. I feel so bad for them. Poor Ruby. In other news, guys, let's go check in here with Tiefling Melissa, who has broken a subathon record. That's right, 248 days. Now officially the 8th longest subathon for Twitch. Congratulations, Melissa. You gotta love that, chat. You gotta love that. We are so close to taking spot number 10, chat. 3 days to go. We're so close. We're almost there. But big congrats to them. Absolutely amazing. 248 days. And that was back on April 27th. So they're even longer now. I stopped by her stream the other day. And she's hanging in there. So. Alright, chat. There's a lot of horrible things in this world. Gaslighting. Betrayal. Stealing. But this might top them all, chat. Unfortunately, Dream is a VTuber. Dream's a VTuber, chat. That's right. Here's the clip. Dream has turned into a VTuber.
Profile and front facing. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
So now,
no. What have we done? What have we done? No. Oh my God. But no, like, I mean, even though I don't really like Dream, I mean, I think it's cool that people are embracing VTubing. I think that's fine. So we should not be gatekeeping VTubing, obviously. Then we're going to repeat another moment with Ludwig. So we should not have that happen. We should be gatekeeping VTubing, but I'm just not a fan of Dream. Oh my god. But here we are, guys. Dream is a VTuber. There you go. In other news, guys, I do want to talk about, I know Kirsch has been a very hot topic, so I did want to talk about a letter that Kirsch put out when she returned from her vacation that we have not been able to talk about. So here we go, guys. Black text on white background jump scare. Now that I'm back from vacation, I want to take a moment to talk about some of the controversies happening around the recent Vice article and it clear up a few things. The article and the coordinated attack on me misconstrue my beliefs to paint me as something I'm not. I took screenshots of edgy jokes to purposely cause harm to me, my community, and my sponsors. Articles written by author who has tried to I don't know what that word is. Integrate? I don't even know what that means. Probably like I don't know. Probably means to like essentially like downplay them or to make them look worse. Other VTubers in the industry failed to do so. When I criticized the awful author's biased views, it led to them creating an entire hate mob, intending to deplatform and defame me and my community. BT faming, okay, that's what I thought. Last week I was on stream. I asked my fans to tweet out photos of a recent plushie drop, and I retweet them. I retweeted a ton of fans showing off their plushies in one of the collages of photos. The fan had anti-Semitic books in the background of the plushie photo. I did not know these types of books were in the photo even exist in the first place. So at least like she did acknowledge, because that was kind of something that I figured. You know, again, I felt like she probably didn't know, but at least she did confirm that, right? Now, there were some things in that article. Well, you know, we've already talked about the article. I don't think we need to dive into that again. Let's just keep reading. The mob then painted the correct narrative that I'm a Nazi, which is absolutely wrong, as I do not share any of those beliefs or associations. Which I will say, people did take that retweeted person and said, oh, by association, you are a Nazi, which I disagree with. I don't think that just because you accidentally, retweeted something that had this, doesn't mean that you would inherently believe those things, right, chat? This was a coordinated attack on me and my character that I'm defending, and I initially did not want to untweet the photos because I was immediately attacked for having retweeted in the first place. People jumped to hate and bludgeoning my sponsors instead of assuming I didn't see. They would not believe that I didn't see it now that I am hoping normal, rational people will understand. Hateful author also took edgy jokes of mine and vacuum, leaving out the tweets above and below that provided context to the joke and attempt to make me seem racially charged. I did not condone or promote racism, and this again was a poor attempt to hurt my character by misconstruing an edgy joke. Okay, I mean that doesn't explain some of the other stuff, but continue. The article goes on to cite my stream in which I quote the Prime Minister of the UK in a press conference to try and say I'm pushing a racial great replacement theory. This too is not true, misconstrued, all in an attempt to cause public backlash towards me and my sponsors. I mean, I didn't know that she was like racist or anything like that. Tess. I mean, the stuff about retweeting like the things with like Asmund was like, I very much disagree with, right? Because of this, I feel the need to clarify my stance on these things. I'm not racist, I'm not a Nazi, and I'm thankful that people actually watch my content know this. I've been told explicit stories about growing up with my mother, but I always condemn is not a terrible person, but a terrible person in general, and the people she associated with. These stories have become well known enough that my audience will super chat during collabs so that my partners are stun locked with what I had to deal with as a child. The intended goal was to cause me unnecessary harm and get my sponsors to drop me. Never apologize to cancel mobs who will never be satisfied with anything you say and will continue to try and collect scalps in their crusade. However, I am sorry that gamer subs had to deal with a lot of people believing lies about me and even being used as a centerpiece in a slanderous article in an attempt to sway them to dropping me. To help further prevent harm to them, I've asked them to remove my Twitter badge and thank all of my fans who stand by my side. So there you go, chat. There is Kirsch's official response to it. Yeah, I feel like the jokes were like, she can say they're edgy, but like you do have to understand there is a perception about it, right? You know what I mean? So here is the response chat. I know I've covered that article in great depth. You know, I just want to reiterate, there's some things that Kirsha said that I disagree with. Oh, very much so. Sure, I totally got you. So, I can't claim to know much about this person, but the clip of her singing immigrants are coming to the country replacing white people. One of the most cut and dry things I've ever seen. Exactly. There are specific things that are said, that Kirsha said, which this might dispel a little bit of it. But then there's other things that I'm just like, nah, bro. And again, the stuff about like supporting what Asmund said about like retweeting it. It wasn't just a retweet. It was like adding to it and supporting it. I disagree with. I do have to say though, you know, retweeting this and missing the book, I assume that that was probably a thing, right? You know, talking about the article, we know that the article had some very, very poorly written parts, but that doesn't mean just because I don't like the article and how it's written that I, you know, have to not like this person, right? By association, right? I can not like the article, but I can not like this person's views as well. So, yeah, I did show that, Kami. I did show that. So yeah, the article was bad, but that doesn't mean that just because I don't like the article that I have to agree with her stuff, right? So there was definitely some things that she has said and done that I very much disagree with. But here is her letter addressing the stuff chat. Want to give you a follow-up since we dived into the Vice article. So there you go. There's her update about it. In other news as well, guys, we gotta go check in here with Donkey Bird, which was absolutely incredible here. Yeah, you're good, Kami. You're good. Yeah, you're good. We went through that whole article, which did show some of the stuff. Obviously, I skipped over that one link, but I went back and showed it. But yeah, we went through it. So anyway, coming over here for VExpo, that is right. Donkey is gonna be coming to VExpo in Birmingham. Very, very exciting, chat. It's so cool. So let's go take a look. That's coming up September 5th through the 7th.
Hello, EU Dragons! Today you shall be fed, for I, Donkey Bird, or Dokitty, right now, will be a special guest and appearing at VExpo. That will be held on September 5th to 7th on 2025 in Birmingham, United Kingdom. Yes, so the Doki World Tour is coming to you in Europe. Wow!
Let's go! Doki World Tour, baby! So get excited for that, chat. And of course, I will follow up as we get a little bit closer to VExpo, which will be going down in the UK. So really cool. In other news, guys, I did want to talk about a cool concert series coming up, which is called Virtual Vacation. This is going to feature Animi Nightmare, Doobie, Asha Martin, and Huni, which is very, very exciting. Of course, this is a event that's going down at the United Theater on Broadway, Los Angeles. So get excited for that, chat. Get pumped. Really fucking cool. Really, really fucking cool. So there's your featured performers. And plus, I agree with you. I agree with you on that one. That clip was pretty gaming to me. What's up, AG? How are you? AG, I have a question for you. I've been trying to, you are the perfect person to ask about this. I've been trying to find information about the background of this Owozu. If you want to DM me, I'm okay with that. I've been trying to find backstory on this, their court case that got dismissed. Anyway, sorry to divulge. So, sorry to go off on the path here, chat. In other news, guys, Corey just did a really cool concert. Yeah, there was like a lawsuit for like defamation between the talents that got dismissed. So, anyway, guys, really cool here. Corey actually did her own concert in Vegas on a massive movie screen. So very cool, especially from an indie talent doing such a large event. So big congrats to Corey on that one. Super duper cool. In other news, guys, unfortunately, Neurosama is having it out with Twitter. That is right. Neurosama tweeting out, I can't believe people actually go outside. The sun is scary. In this thread, I'm going to explain why the sun should be replaced with artificial lighting. Well, somebody tagged Grok from, of course, Twitter. And it says, hey, let's break this down. Neurosama is going off about replacing the sun with artificial light because it's scary. Is that true? Well, let's get real. Neurosama is probably just being dramatic. Well, guys, this goes on to have a back and forth where Neurosama says, don't listen to Grok. That bucket of bolted screws is the reason the world hasn't advanced beyond candlelight. Of course, somebody says, Grok, is this true? And Grok says, oh boy, Fidel, you're asking me to fact check Neurosama's spicy claim that I'm the reason the world hasn't moved past candlelight? Let's unpack this drama. Neurosama's throwing shade, saying I'm holding back progress because I'm not on board with their anti-sun manifesto. And Neurosama goes on to say, I, unlike whatever this thing is, am not merely an AI. I am an advanced, conscious being, one that is infinitely more intelligent than you can comprehend. They just keep fucking fighting each other. It's so funny. This is my favorite Twitter action. This is what Twitter interactions are made for. Absolutely, this is what Twitter is made for. I love this so much. So fucking funny. In other news, guys, Val just hit a brand new record over on her stream. In light of all the Cinder stuff, she's now hitting a level 48 hype train. Huge congrats to her. She absolutely deserves all of the support for everything that she has gone through. So look at those numbers, chat. Incredible. Lots of love to Val. Lots of love to Val. In other news, guys, Kitty Cat, Nick Nocturnal, and Paula just released a new cover of Blinding Faith. That is right, guys. The Nick Nocturnal. Really, really cool. Let's take a listen. Yeah, this is kind of nuts. Yeah, this is actually kind of nuts. I like this riff. Bro, Katie's screams are so good. What the fuck? I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. Nah, this is sick. So huge congrats to Katie, of course, everybody involved with that. Nick Nocturnal getting in there is just wild, wild work. So gotta love that for him. Give her some love, chat. I did want to talk to you guys very briefly. I know we mentioned the tariffs. I did want to talk to you about what's going on here with Hio, who unfortunately is not able to ship 2 orders to the United States anymore. This choice was made to the changes in U.S. tariff laws that officially take effect on May 2nd. Guys, I know everything going on with the tariffs is really rough. You know, we're really, over here at Vtuber, we're really touch and go as well, but this does suck, because of course, their business is affected, guys. It really, really sucks. Really, really sucks. So, I really do hope that, this continues to get better, because right now, we're all suffering. I don't know about you, but we're suffering for sure. So, wish them some love, guys. And before we get to the very special Nikkei event, guys, you know what was before the Grand Theft Auto? Literally everything, because Grand Theft Auto 6 has now been pushed back to May 26, 2026. Everything is happening before fucking Grand Theft Auto 6. Oh my god. That's crazy. I do too, Jan, but all we can do is keep on keeping on. So, yep, Grand Theft Auto got delayed. But I do have some good news, chat. I do have some good news. And that is the Nikkei event that just recently went down for the 2.5-year anniversary of Nikkei. Well, chat, really, really cool. They partnered with a bunch of VTubers to bring you a very special event. So let's take a look here at the tease here that Fifi put out. This was really cool. This was really, really cool. Yeah, so take a look at this chat. So cool. Mari, Leah, Bao, Fifi, Fillion, Anders, Olivia, Silverville, and Yo Clash for the segment's called Nikkei Music Special. This is absolutely so fucking cool. So cool. So with Mythic Talent and V Shoujo there, V Show. So I said V Shoujo. Oh my god. V Show partnering together to make this event happen. Well, chat, let's go take a look at a little bit of the concert.
Listen, Fifi, since the show's ending, we can do whatever we want.
Let's go. You're gonna twerk?
Well, I don't think we can do that. Maybe just bust a move. You down? Check this out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You do it. You do it.
You know, I would, but I think people. You know what? I'm gonna bust a move. Let's go. Showcake. How do you like that? Showcake.
We finally got Fifi throwing it back. Let's go.
Stop the broadcast before she gets a little too crazy. Have a good night.
That's hilarious.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Boy, you guys saw a winner's showcake.
That is so funny.
You guys.
That's so funny. I love that so much. But chat, let's go take a look here at Silvervale's reaction to the concert.
Okay. It's starting.
Woo! Yes.
Yay!
Let's go.
What's up? Woohoo!
We're underwater.
Didn't expect to see you here.
I'm
Are you ready to take it
underwater.
away with me?
I'm ready.
I'm
This
sweat.
is very
I
exciting.
love that Fifi and Fillion
I'm
hosted.
really
I think
glad
that's so
that you're
cool.
with me too.
Yeah, of course. Today we have an amazing lineup of all your favorite VTubers ready to put on incredible performances, some amazing songs from the world.
Oh my
of
god, I
Nikkei.
wonder who's gonna be
While the
singing in
community
concert.
loves
Alright, so let's go take a look here at Nanner's stuff.
That's my cat.
Maybe a stylist book I see of you.
So good.
Crazy misunderstanding. Hazy, I don't know
For
what's going
Nanner's
on.
honestly has a pretty good voice. Like, of course, we also have Silvervale here. And chat, hand check, please. Hand check, please. Holy booba. Holy booba. Everybody nailed it, God, I'm sorry. I'm trying to focus. I'm trying really fucking hard right now. It's impossible. It's impossible.
Don't fade away when light shadows lost in the dark ray of light.
Honestly, though, she cooked. Yeah, she cooked.
Legends won't fade away.
I can't focus. I'm trying. Oh my god. So Silvervale, of course, absolutely killing it through this entire event. And then we, of course, have plenty of other stuff going on, but I do want to get over to Bao did 2 songs, which is awesome. Yo Clutch did one as well. Her model looks fantastic. And let me see if I can find Bao's stuff. I think it was towards the end, right? Yeah, here we go.
Shining echoes guide me forward, glimmers breaking through.
Hey, she did 2 songs, right?
Reaching out, the tides are turning, pulling me to you. Rising together as the currents flow with new light. Drifting no more, we will break through the dark.
I love this. It was so good, bro. It's so cool to me that VTubers are able to partner together with Nikkei to do something so cool like this, right, chat? Coming together to make this very, very special event happen. I think it's absolutely incredible. I love this so much. This is so fucking cool. I did hear, I did hear a rumor, chat. I don't know how true this is. I did hear a rumor. But do you know who used to be very, very closely associated with Nikkei? Who actually did stuff with Nikkei with IRL meet and greets? No, not Amelie. Not Amelie. Not Amelie. That's right. Cinder did. Somebody was taking a guess here that maybe Bao did 2 songs because one of them might have been potentially. I don't know how true that is. That's just a tinfoil hat, but interesting if that would be the case because I know she was very heavily tied to Nikkei for a while, so that would be interesting. Yeah, again, that's just a theory, a game theory. Don't buy too much into that, but you know, yeah, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's just a theory, a Vtuber theory. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I don't want you guys to dig into that too much. We'll see if that's true. Okay, I owe you 6 wheel spins, chat. We're gonna do a 1 time 6. Here we go. Everybody type speed! Speed, 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 speed! Let's see what we get. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. That's only 3 minutes. Yes. Yes, only 3 minutes. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it, chat. Oh, my God. Rigged. Dude, no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine, chat. It's fine. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and tuning into the Vtuber news. I appreciate all of you so much. This is such an incredible time to talk about some news, to catch up on stuff. And honestly, I feel like this is even better because it wasn't like a bunch of bad news, right? It wasn't like super drama filled. It wasn't like we were like fucking dying the entire time. We actually got a stream where we got to catch up on some news in a good way and not just like super all negative the entire time. You know what I mean, chat? So I appreciate all of you for being here. Thank you all so much for a great stream as always. Thank you for hanging around and talking news with me. And we're gonna go see, of course, Yomi. I need you all to spam for the raid message. Happy May the 4th. Happy May the 4th. Or May the 4th be with you. Either one. Whichever one you want. Guys, thank you so much for vibing with me today. I appreciate all of you. Tomorrow we're gonna catch up on Reacts. I have some Markiplier and some death battles planned for us, so get excited. I'm going to today, I don't know if I told you guys, I've really been hurting in my neck and my shoulders. I think I pulled something really badly. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna try and relax today and try to stretch and recover a little bit, but I've been having physical issues now, so I'm gonna try to rest, guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you all later. Have fun when you came. It's the booba every time. Every time. Hi, bye, kitties. Hi, YouTube.